and 30th.
The millet tozafi, the corn tozafi, we have the tubani, we have the wache, we have the dawadawa jollof rice. We also serve the local northern beverages. That's pito and zonko.
Taste the essence of Ghana.
The first one I was here, the second one I was here, the third one I was here, this one and the fourth one. And it's not just a bazaar, it's a festival now. And I'm so excited because this is what we should be doing.
Tune in to the Heritage On Air series on 97.3 Citi FM and Channel 1 TV. Each week, delve into what makes us Ghanaians.
Owusu is a general account name. It's Dev's character. Owusu. So that is why the appellation is Owusu Eduam. You see, when an Asante is Eduam, it will be something that belongs to him. So Dev's character, he comes to you and grab you as if it belongs to him.
Explore our places of interest, feel the rhythm of our music, journey through our religious history, and indulge in indigenous Ghanaian food. Join us to celebrate our heritage this Heritage Month, where every moment is a story. Only on Channel 1 TV and 97.3 Citi FM.
Let's get hip hop, Mensa Saba, background, Sergeant Ajete, and all who.
Detailed news, unparalleled coverage. City News at 97.3 FM.
Thank you for staying with us to some sports stories now. And hooliganism once again marred Ghana football, this time in a Division 1 league, as match officials were forced to flee the pitch following a heated encounter between Elmina Sharks and Swedru All Blacks on Sunday at the Indom Stadium. All Blacks secured a 1-0 victory, but the chaotic scenes after referee Esodo Morrison's final whistle dominated the headlines. Players and officials of Elmina Sharks confronted and attacked the referee and other match officials over a controversial penalty decision that led to All Blacks winning goal. On the international front, the United States will temporarily shut its embassy in Abuja and the Consulate General in Lagos today, Monday, 17th February 2025, in observance of President's Day. The decision was disclosed in a post on X by the diplomatic mission. It, however, assured the public that normal operations would resume the following day. That's how we end the Citi Breakfast News, which has been live from our studio at number 11, Dr. Martin Loop in Adabaka Accra. For more news, kindly log on to citynewsroom.com. The Citi Breakfast Show is up next. My name is Caleb Kuda. Many thanks for listening and do have a fruitful week.
City News. We speak first. Reach our hotline on 0302-224959 and get interactive on Facebook, Citi 97.3 FM, and on Twitter at Citi 973.
This ad is not about how convenient or easy to use the Affinity app is, or not having to worry about monthly or transaction fees. Yes, banking without fees. This ad is about Affinity providing the necessary services to help grow your business. Because banking doesn't have to be an inconvenience. With Affinity, you're in. To get the app, dial *229# or go to affinityghana.com.
There is money in the soil. Find your way into profitable careers and businesses in Agric and ATVET now. Take a step today and change your life, your family, and community. Dial *718*50# to join now. Ghana Grows. Top Day. Ghana Grows is an initiative of the MasterCard Foundation in partnership with Springboard Roadshow Foundation, Limehouse, and other partners.
Are you ready for the road trip of a lifetime? All is set to explore 14 amazing regions of Ghana on the Heritage Caravan 2025. Dive deep into the rich Ghanaian culture through the food, the music, the history, and the captivating traditions. From the 2nd to the 9th of March 2025, you will experience the road trip of a lifetime. Build connections, network, and share unforgettable memories with fellow adventurers.
An opportunity to see Ghana in a more beautiful, and the people, the connection, incredible.
The Heritage Caravan will smoothly drive through the Greater Accra region, Eastern, Volta, Uchi, Northeast, Upper East, Northern, Savannah, Bono, Bono East, Ahafo, Ashanti, Western North, Western and Central regions.
The places we visited, the road trip itself was awesome.
Everything was good, yes. Even the Bui Dam was very educational.
Throughout the 8 days on the road, groove to authentic live band music on the wheels with the melodic In Chin Chin Band. The Heritage Caravan 2025 will be fun, educative, refreshing, and most of all, remarkable. Stay updated. Follow all Channel 1 TV and 97.3 Citi FM social media handles for updates and join the conversation with the hashtag Heritage Caravan 2025. The Heritage Caravan 2025 is powered by Channel 1 TV in partnership with the Ghana Tourism Authority with support from 97.3 Citi FM and proudly sponsored by the National Lottery Authority, Holland Insurance, Omni Basic Bank, Goyle PLC, GB Foods, Standard Water, Apollonia City, and Beaver Beverages. Terms and conditions apply.
You are starting life, you want financial freedom, you know where to go. For your child's education, financial freedom, we got solutions just for you. For your retirement plan, employee wellness and benefits. Old Mutual, your preferred insurer. Old Mutual is the best.
What are you waiting for? Come and join us. Call us on 030-7600. Old Mutual. Do great things every day.
Do great things every day. Do great things every day.
City 97.3. More variety.
The city is alive on 97.3.
City 97.3. Accra.
City 97.3 FM.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, my neighbor.
Good morning to life.
Good morning.
Music, talk, inspiration, in perspective.
Express yourself. Good morning, my neighbor.
Citi FM, your station.
It's a refreshing lifestyle.
Citi FM 97.3.
Can you sense him? The King of Glory is here. Can you feel him? Can you see him? The King of Glory is here. I can feel him. I can sense him. The King of Glory is here.
Unleashing the power of
I can feel it.
This is City
I can see him. The King of Glory is here. Can you feel him? Can you sense him? The King of Glory is here. Hey! Can you feel him? Can you see him? The King of Glory is here. Can you feel it? Can you sense him? The King of Glory is here. Hey! Can you feel it?
The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise. This is the Citi Breakfast Show. The city's biggest conversation.
28 minutes past 6. Dunsin Oyekan. Because it's one Cabo. We've been expecting you. Oh Lord. A beautiful song, a powerful start to Monday's edition of the Citi Breakfast Show. Today the 17th of February. For surely there is an end, and your expectation would not be cut off. Expectation is a very powerful force that precedes manifestation. So don't enter a day aimlessly or carelessly. You must attach expectation. Sometimes when you sow a seed, you need to attach expectation for a reward. For Proverbs 23 verse 18, it says, for surely there is an end, and your expectation will not be cut off. So what are you expecting this month of February? What are you expecting this week? What are you expecting in 2025? Expect great things. Expect to do well. Put in your best and expect the Lord to bless your efforts. Oh yes. And because we've been expecting you, we can recognize it when you come. Now, if you don't expect anything, you may not even know when your blessing is due. So nurture your expectation. Build your investment on an expectation of a great harvest. Welcome. We've been expecting you. Oh yes. We're expecting to have a great show today with the best morning program, starting off with the newspaper review. Then there's business news and sports and all the big things that make this show so relevant. Send us a WhatsApp message 05499869996. The King of Glory is here. Oh yes. And so we start off with our sponsors for the first segment, called the newspaper review. Fidelity Bank. From the dreams of youth to the ambitions of adulthood, wherever you are on your journey, starting a career, building a family, growing a business, or planning your future, we are here for your journey. Every goal deserves a chance to flourish. And with hard work, dedication, and a strong belief in yourself, the seed of greatness is within reach. So trust in the journey and understand that Fidelity Bank is with you every step of the way. Together, let's turn your dreams into reality. We are here for your journey. Believe with us. And we're also sponsored by Total. Our Excellium is the all-new powerful premium 3-in-1 formula. Introduces cleansing of your engine, extension of its life, and lowest fuel consumption, all in one fell swoop. We also lower your vehicle's CO2 consumption while reducing CO2 emissions. Experience the difference with Total Energy's Excellium. New formula. Choose Excellium. Choose quality. Ask your vendor, your regular grocery shop owner, your corner store seller, about the classic Piva beverage. 5 flavors, 1 great brand. There's the Piva Cola flavor, the Piva Orange Fruit drink. There's even Piva Cocktail. And there's Piva Grapefruit and Tangy Fruit. Available at your local store. You can also call 0550-032231 for bulk distribution of Piva beverages, a taste you will love.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
Oh, jump on now. Go. Ah, go me. At what time will you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car? No, I not change my car. It be the same, right? It be the fuel where I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so. This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir. Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. Viva. And what they boss my mind says be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium, they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open them.
Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, then make a finish my gobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why you hand my gobe inside?
I give you info. Make a fill the gobe too small.
The go-go.
Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
Looking for a burst of flavor in every sip? Discover the refreshing taste of Piva beverages. Enjoy the classic Piva Cola flavor, perfect fit anytime. How about a fruity adventure? Try our delightful Piva orange fruit drink packed with recognized citrus flavor. Craving something exotic? Our Piva cocktail fruit drink brings the tropics to you. For a sweet and juicy treat, grab our grapefruit drink and don't miss out on the refreshing Piva Tangerine fruit drink, bursting with tangerine flavor. Piva Cola, Piva Orange, Piva Cocktail, Piva Grape, Piva Tangy. Grab yours today. Available now at your local store. Call us on 055-00-32231. Piva, a taste you love. This advert is FDA approved.
P for Piva.
My body, when you wake up in the morning and you know the money calling, oh, you go work, but you know it's out on your side. If I believe with us, if I hold my hand and believe, oh, cause you know it's out on your side. And when you dream, no say I did for you. And when you hustle every day, when you wanna go, anything you do, I did for you. If I believe I did your side, fidelity. If I believe with us, fidelity. If I know I did your side, fidelity.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
Rejoice, good tidings I bring you. Yeah, a message to you, my friend. Invoke your angels. When flesh has dropped, it cannot conquer dread, no. So blow away your blues and feelings. Spirit said, take the world off your shoulder. One foot in the grave, foolish step to take. Who sow in tears shall reap in joy. Wise man doctrines assure your safety. No more stumbling block, backsliders get down. The righteous reveal secret of the scripture. The wicked and portion vanity. Disciples of Lucifer. In your hands lie your destination. The book of true life you hold the key. Mystical powers to you unfold. Seek ye the half that has never been told. Get behind me, Satan. Get behind me, Satan.
Chant a psalm a day. And so that's how we choose to start the show. 6:37, 17th of February 2025. Yes, and I have in the studio. We always used to sing it wrong. No, me, I used to, what did I used to say?
Chant a psalm a day in the Enka.
Some chant to somebody.
Still pause to take their song. We will take our song.
You know, so it says chant a psalm a day, but I used to hear something else. You know? Anyway, good morning, Godfrey. Good morning, Caleb.
Good morning. But a quick one. So,
yes.
This Kwame Nkrumah interchange that they are. Obechebi.
Obechebi Lamte.
Yes, Obechebi. Does the interchange and where does it end? Because I don't know why they are refusing to touch the Zongo Junction side. It's causing so much traffic. So you do a smooth drive, you descend,
and then you enter hell.
Then hell.
Yeah.
They've left it on both sides.
So you are making reference to the circle towards Obechebi Lamte. Then after Obechebi Lamte, going towards Kolebu.
Yeah, going to the traffic light before Mortuary Road.
What we need to do,
it's a hellish drive.
What you need to do is to put your team to find out what the scope of the project was and what roads were to have been done.
Yeah.
Maybe the project has been varied. Maybe there wasn't enough money. Okay. Maybe there are issues, because you're right. You leave a nice road and then you enter a complete. And when it rains, it's even so bad.
Yeah.
Wow. You know, we actually think that there needs to be a lot of audit of roads to see whether I think so. I think so, because you know you can have a road done, some part is nice, and another part is just left, and then they abandon. For example, now people are telling me that in Sawam Road is slowed down, and all that the motor they are working look, as if they have a deadline of June.
But you're right, it's my
motorway.
My Poma is the contractor.
Charlie, get it night and day, bro. Meanwhile, in Sawam, Charlie, they just take on easy. So it's like Tema people's government is in power.
Yeah, man. In Sawam people are opposite.
But your MP is misbehaving. So in Sawam, if you don't advise your MP,
good morning.
Charlie, because the way the motor look on both sides, so and you know they've dug the road, they are padding the material.
Thank you,
Charlie. Giddy. So in some people move to Tema.
Yes, and this will also help us here. Okay. Anyway, Bernard, let me take you to the front page of the Daily Graphic. The president has been very busy. Yes, it says Africa must be self-reliant in financing development. President Mahama. There's a photo of him in a handshake with Abiy Ahmed, Ethiopian Prime Minister, looking on Joao Lourenço as well, Angolan president. And these are the AU meeting in Addis Ababa, to which they give your good friend and my good friend Baba Odinga another loss. Odinga, we won't let him win even one.
International.
We don't want him to even win class prefect.
And to think that he lost to somebody we don't even know from Djibouti. Charlie Djibouti.
Also the from fear delegates, including Africa. Nana exempt. Fear delegates.
No, but I'm sure Ghana voted for him because the president went to see Kenya and they came here with. So I think they had fair assurance.
Do you know what Djibouti also did? Fear delegates. Aftermath of government directive, minority condemns job termination, but majority leader says government stands by decision. Dame criticizes court case withdrawals by AG. 159 million Ghana City teacher training allowance for 2023-2024 unpaid.
Ghanaian Times. Let's restore lasting peace to Boko. Asante Hene appeals to factions. President Mahama calls for justice, equity for Africans. Work on Tamale water supply to commence. Works and Housing Minister Kenneth Gilbert Ajay speaking.
Okay.
Front page of the Herald newspaper. Tension escalates between Ghana's military chiefs as CDS launches board of inquiry to probe army commander. Lance Minister still paying lip service to Galamsey fight. Ignores calls to remove Minerals Commission boss. Roads Minister, Chinese ambassador discuss smart highways future project. Sami Jeffries on the front page of the paper. Godfrey Damiels on the front page of the paper.
Right. Chronicle. Otumfo bluntly tells Amabua, deal decisively with Galamsey kingpins. Disaster strike Star Depot, 2 Chinese Ghanaian dead. And then digitalization key to unlock Africa's potentials. Baumia speaking. Police CID boss sues NIB over her late husband's AC.
Let me take you to the front page of the Ghanaian publisher. Digital economy no longer a luxury. Baumia also had a busy month.
Yes.
Lecturing everywhere. Mahamas AG whitewashing former NDC officials. Dame Samuel Oku launches Ofie Market Initiative. Exim Bank sacks 16 staff recruited in September 2024. according to this paper. And GNPC have welcomed their new acting CEO, Kwame Into.
Okay.
Today, reparatory justice for Africans and people of African descent non-negotiable. This is President Mahama. Otumfuo cries over mining concession takeover. Oh, is it takeover? He said some illegal miners had invaded his concession. That was no today, please. Boku conflict. Government imposes curfew on Wale Wale, bans carrying of ammunitions.
Front page of the news center, Barometers on the front page. No Ghana card, no national service. Real-time verification before payment and ghost names. Another Ghana card story makes it to the front page of the paper. ICUMS rakes in 126 billion Ghana cedis, 345% increase, according to the paper.
Informer forged last will and testament of the late Alhaji Saleh Abdul Lai, lawyer dragged to legal counsel. Now raid at Oforiate's house, OSP not involved. Galamsey fight, Otumfuo proposes multifaceted approach and reform UN Security Council. Mahama urges conference, and on appointment to Mahama government, Apia Kubi lobbies for Alan. Interesting one here.
Which Apia is this?
Yeah, Andy.
He's lobbying for Alan Cash.
Yes, sir.
To be appointed and Mahama appointee.
Yes, please.
Let me take.
Why didn't we take Alan for the AU work? He would have done a better job. What do you think? Alan for AU.
Maybe he wasn't interested.
All right.
Let me take you to the business pages. But I have two quickly. Economy Times front page is talking about cocoa. Ghana likely to meet revised cocoa production targets for 2024-2025 crop season. Ghana's economic woes are self-inflicted, says the World Bank. On the front page of the BNFT, AI growth hinges on education, investment, and regulation. Ghana Stock Exchange eyes new IPOs in 2025.
Quick ones. Inquisitor, sorry Falls Ayariga for apologize, saying to Ofori Atta, raid of wanted Kent's home, it wasn't the OSP. Dami court pants down on Edu Ampome's perjury matter. Government pledges to complete Afari Military Hospital in September, and Same Kapo Ewuku launches Ofie Market.
Let me take you online. City Newsroom. Mahama rules out immediate IMF extension, prioritizes fiscal stability. Meanwhile, Cocoa Board denies cocoa price hike and warns against misinformation. In other headlines, MPP warns IGP Rexec of Ashanti Region Council of State election disruptions. Now, there's a number of committees being set up by this government. So now the Minister for Energy, John Jinapo, has set up a committee to probe ECG procurement under the Akufo-Addo regime. Now, we're also told someone, Nate George, has set up a committee to work on reducing prices of data. In the meantime, NDC chairman Asirim Kitia says no one will get away with corruption under the NDC. And then government rejects over 8 billion bids for the latest T-bill auction. If you go to Channel 1 News, the story about GMPC's new CEO, this is something we need to probe in. So, Edward Bauer was appointed GMPC CEO. 2 weeks later, he was moved to GOIL. And then Kwame Into Amwa was appointed. We don't know what's going on. Whether, I don't know. This has to be explained properly. And then a few more stories here. Mahama risks impeachment over public sector dismissals. This is the chairman Sabonsu. In Sawam Adrojiri, NDC denounced another press conduct, demands his resignation. And then Baumia says, I was ridiculed for my digitalization vision. And then NSA scandal, ghost names included 90-year-olds. 90-year-olds. Indeed, this story, the full story is on the Fourth Estate, where it says the inside story, NSS scandal. We'll deal with that later on the show today. Let me go to my journal. A few headlines for you. Ghana government to pay cocoa farmers 70% of world market price. And then global oil drops, but cedi depreciation keeps fuel prices high. This is not good. Meanwhile, in Tema, stains from spillover of large sackaways threaten Tema residents' health. Kwame Nkrumah's iconic Tema is smelling from stench. Oh, is that the right English? Smelling from whatever. A few other stories. Asante Kotoko, Big Weeks Grace Nana Pole's 1 week observation. Now, I wanted to give you a story from Raila Odinga's loss. Now, if you go to his home country, the nation, guess who they are blaming for his loss? How Ruto's baggage sank Raila's AUC bid. So this is like the equivalent of Daily Graphic in Kenya. So their lead story. In fact, there are about 2 stories there on this. Ruto cost Raila AUC seat, according to Kalonzo Musyoka. You know, Charlie, a lot of it's like the whole what do you call it? probe into the loss of Raila Odinga. Meanwhile, Raila says President Ruto did all he could to support me in AUC chairmanship race. They say it was his baggage that brought you down. Now, still in the African continent, Rwanda-backed rebels control key city. Congo's government says, this is the Bloomberg's Africa page, how rebel advances in Congo threaten war with Rwanda. Now, this is very, very serious. We need to keep a close eye on this story. The BBC is talking about UK and Ukraine. The Ukrainian president has been busy meeting EU leaders, and then he's been talking about how he thinks this war can be brought to a conclusion. So where do you want to start from?
I want to start from Wale Wale.
Yeah. Okay, curfew.
Page 53 of the Daily Graphic. Very disturbing issues happening there. A dusk to dawn curfew has been imposed on Wale Wale and its environs in the northeast region following recent disturbances that have claimed several lives and left many others injured. The curfew starts at 6 p.m. and ends at 6 a.m. The Ministry of the Interior arrived at the decision last Saturday on the advice of the Northeast Regional Security Council to prevent further disturbances in the area, which has witnessed a series of attacks on vehicles and alleged military brutalities on residents in recent times. For the past months, there have been a series of attacks on passengers plying the Tamale Wale Wale Bolgatanga Highway, particularly along the Wale Wale enclave. Many people have lost their lives, while others have sustained life-threatening injuries. Also, many vehicles have been burnt as a result of the incident. Following the development, the residents last Saturday protested against the imposition of the curfew and the alleged brutalities in the area. Clad in red, they besieged the palace of the chief of Wale Wale, Mbadurana, to register their displeasure and also demand answers from the Northeast Regional Minister, Ibrahim Tia, about the imposition of the curfew.
This is very serious indeed. There have been reactions to this. You read it in the news. The MP for Wale Wale is not happy. There are a couple of stories around this. So, for example, if you go to Channel 1 News, Wale Wale MP condemns curfew as politically motivated. So this story is attributing this view to Dr. Muhammad Tiabu Kabiru, who criticized the government's decision to impose a curfew on Wale Wale. Now, still on security, the Ashanti Regional Caucus of the MPP is warning IGP and RECSEC of Ashanti Region Council of State election disruptions. Now, the caucus whose spokesperson on this particular issue is the MP for Otafo. Basically are demanding a change of venue from the Ashanti Regional Coordinating Council to a neutral location to prevent a repeat of last week's disturbances. At a news conference in Kumasi on Sunday, MP for Otafo, Vincent Kwesifua, said the MPP in Ashanti region would resist any attempt to undermine the people's will. All right, so
those venue has been changed to the Prempeh Hall today.
What have the parties got to do with the Council of State elections?
It's very partisan apparently.
In Ghana, everything has to do with parties. This is everything. Now, the background is the Council of State elections in Ashanti disrupted as a result of some people who went there. Okay, let me come to Caleb.
So, let's restore lasting peace to Boko. The Asantehene is appealing to factions, back to security issues that the National Asantehene Otumfuo Osei has agreed to mediate in the Boko conflict, which has resulted in the deaths of many citizens. Consequently, he called on all parties involved in the conflict to put aside their differences and work towards finding a peaceful resolution. He expressed his deep concern about the conflict and its potential to destroy the country's unity and progress. This development followed a meeting with a government delegation led by Defense Minister Dr. Edward Omane-Boamah, Interior Minister Mohammed Muntaka Mubarak at the Mensha Palace. So here you have the Otumfuo agreeing
now,
to lead.
Guys, I have 3 stories of interest. Now, it seems to me as if the Energy Ministry, the Telecommunications Ministry, and National Service Secretariat have all come under scrutiny. So first one, Jinapo sets up committee to probe ECG procurement under Akufo-Addo. Now, Minister for Energy and Green Transitions, John Jinapo, has established a committee to investigate procurement activities carried out by the ECG during the Akufo-Addo administration. According to Jinapo, ECG engaged in what he calls frivolous procurement, leading to significant financial losses. He revealed that approximately 3,000 ECG containers are currently stranded at the ports, accumulating demurrage cost estimated at 1.5 billion cedis. It's all because they engage in what I call frivolous procurement. Now, he says they have about 3,000 containers stuck at the ports, generating demurrage of about 1.5 billion, which is very unacceptable. He was speaking on an interview on TV3. He has set up a committee to investigate ECG's procurement, and basically is not happy. Then, if you go to the Minister for Communication, he's done a couple of things. He is restructuring Communications Ministry, requesting CVs from directors. So, the Minister for Communication, Samuel George, has embarked on a strategic human resource restructuring to align with the president's vision. A media advisory issued on Saturday, February 15, stated that the restructuring aims to enhance efficiency and effectiveness. Now, as part of this, he had earlier requested CVs from all directors and senior management staff, signaling an impending leadership realignment. Now, that's not the only thing he's doing. He is also set up a committee to probe and possibly reduce the cost of data. So he has inaugurated a 23-member interagency data pricing committee. The committee were drawn from stakeholders in the data space to develop a roadmap that will lead to reduction in data cost. So that's the second story. Third one of interest this morning is national service. Now, this is Channel 1 News. It says, NSA scandal. Ghost names included 90-year-old. This is Suleiman Brahma. The Fourth Estate's latest investigation into Ghana National Service Scheme has uncovered shocking irregularities with purported national service personnel listed as being over 90 years old. The report uncovered that the NSS database included individuals who allegedly completed higher education at an unusually advanced age. One such case involved a 93-year-old named Nimatus, listed as a graduate of the University for Development Studies and posted to a primary school in the Upper West region. Another, a 91-year-old Ruth Abdullah, was assigned to a different district. Now, speaking on key points on Saturday, February 15, Executive Director of the Fourth Estate, Suleiman Brahma, revealed that the database contained fictitious names, suggesting a scheme to divert funds meant for legitimate service personnel. Now, these anomalies were found in 2022, 23, 24 service years, with some universities, particularly UDS and UEW, linked to thousands of fraudulent index numbers. However, officials from the institutes have denied any involvement, raising further questions about the scale of the fraud and those responsible. Meanwhile, Executive Director of the scheme, Felix Jemfi, has disputed the accuracy of Brahma's revelations, describing them as not wholly accurate. What Suleimana is showing is not factual. There is ongoing investigations to establish culpability, but it's not yet. Mr. Jemfi told 3 News. We'll get more on this later.
Okay, let me take you to the government and government business on the front page of the Daily Graphic, where heads of state institutions have annulled the appointments and recruitments of all persons who are employed into public services after December 7. This coming from Minority Leader Alexander Penyamakin. He said those who were dismissed were issued with termination letters to go home in compliance with the directive from the office of the president for such appointments to be revoked.
Meanwhile, the ongoing post-December 7 appointments review, no one to be spared. This is the Majority Leader speaking on Ghanaian Times, page number 4. Majority Leader in Parliament, Mahama Yariga, says no individual recruited into the public sector after December 7 last year will be spared from the ongoing review and cancellation of appointments. He said the process of revoking these appointments would be thorough and strictly enforced to ensure accountability and fairness. You're speaking on the floor of Parliament.
So the president has come back from the AU summit. He's asking, and he's been saying a lot of things. He's saying Africans should finance their own development, ensure tax compliance to bridge Africa's financing gap. He also said this over the weekend. And he also rules out an immediate IMF extension and is prioritizing fiscal stability. He spoke to Bloomberg News at Munich during a security conference on Monday. The president clarified that while future extension remains an option, his government is presently committed to adhering to the existing program. All right, we may bring you some highlights of this. Now, at the AU summit that he attended, the favorite for the position of AU Commission Chair, Raila Odinga, lost miserably. And there's a very interesting article on today, Monday, February 17, of The Nation. And it says how William Ruto's baggage sabotaged Raila Odinga's AUC bid. And basically it's blamed the current president for the statesman's loss.
And the editorial of the Daily Graphic, very happy with it today. Government must protect reclaimed Agbogbosi land. With reference to the encroachments that is happening there. Apparently, the regional minister has presented a report to the president, and the president is supposed to meet the stakeholders of Agbogbosi to discuss the matter. So we'll see how that one goes.
But I understand KNUST has admitted over 50,000 freshmen.
Are you serious?
2024-2025 academic.
50,000?
50,000 freshmen.
Legon graduated over 60,000 graduates this past week.
No, I think it's 15,000
for admissions in Legon.
No, I'm talking of graduation.
Graduation.
No, but this is for graduate school.
No, I'm talking about the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
Different groups of graduates. You know, they did from like Tuesday.
Yes, it will end on Thursday or Friday.
I want the text story. 50,000?
50,000, 50, Bernard. So, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology has admitted a total of 50,895 new students for the 2024-2025 academic year. Professor Mrs. Rita Kosia-Dixon, Vice Chancellor, KNUST, has announced. So, there is a breakdown. She disclosed that 69,882 applicants out of 92,975 applicants met the basic entry requirement for admission. But due to some constraints, the university admitted a total of 50,895, comprising 11,084 postgraduate students, 39,811 undergraduate students. Yep.
50,000 students.
Yep.
Charlie.
Infrastructure, no way.
I give up. This is serious.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
City Business News coming up shortly, brought to you by MTN After One. Well, MTN After One is very simple. With MTN After One Extra, you talk for 1 whole hour uninterrupted while paying for only the first minute of every 10 minutes you talk, which means for every 10 minutes you talk within the hour, you only pay for the first minute. And you get to talk for 60 minutes straight with no interruptions. So subscribe to MTN Free After One Extra today. Dial *550# and follow the prompts. Goal Energy is here with their Super XP, which is the best choice for most vehicles. Fortified with special additives that give longevity to your engine and makes it perform to the max. Goal Super XP, ubefili. And EcoBank is warning you not to be scammed with lots of people who are asking for data. Be extra vigilant. Don't trust any phone call, text message, or email posing as an EcoBank staff to assist you to update your bank records. Beware of fraudsters who will try to gain your trust and persuade you to give out your personal or account details. EcoBank mobile app can only be upgraded at the App Store or the Play Store. Bank account details can only be updated at a branch. Call 0800 003 225 toll free.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
So Neil Atilat is joining us with the City Business News. Good morning.
Good morning, Bernard. Hello to you out there. Welcome to the breakfast edition of City Business News, proudly brought to you by MTN, Goil, and EcoBank. Coming up this morning, President Mahama rules out IMF deal extension, vows to cut spending and reduce borrowing. Also, investors continue to flood T-bills markets as government rejects 8 billion cedis worth of bids, the highest rejection since March 2023. And later, trade associations urge West African governments to address high port charges amid rising trade diversions. I am Neil Lati. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. Details of our stories now. President John Dramani Mahama has dismissed immediate talks on extending Ghana's ongoing program with the International Monetary Fund, which is set to conclude in May next year. His statement comes despite Finance Minister Dr. Kasaya Latofosin's earlier indication that Ghana could explore an extension and additional funding from the IMF. Speaking to Bloomberg News in Munich, Germany, President Mahama clarified that an extension is not part of the government's interim plans.
We've not talked about an extension of the program. We are determined to continue with this program. I think that it means that we must be more prudent in our handling of our finances. We must also look on the expenditure side and see how we can cut waste and also shift resources to more priority programs. And so it's a whole basket that we're looking at. We also have the issue of the debt restructuring and the humps that have been created. This year we have to pay in excess of 15 billion on the domestic exchange. So what we've done is to reactivate the sinking fund and put more resources into it to take care of the repayments that have to be made this year. But all in all, we have a cordial relation with the IMF. The next review, which will be the fourth review, is due in April. But before that, we'll present the budget in March. And so the budget will take into focus some of the issues that have come out from the staff mission. We're hoping to receive the aid memoir today or tomorrow. And looking at the issues that IMF raises, we'll incorporate them in the budget. Well, it's not off the table. I guess that it's a journey we just started. And if it's necessary to look at additional funds or to extend the program, we'll look at it. But for now, we're determined to continue on this trajectory.
That was President John Dramani Mahama. Now, latest data from the Bank of Ghana shows that the government turned down 8.27 billion Ghana cedis worth of bids in its recent Treasury bill auction. This is one of the biggest rejections since March 2023. Investors offered 17 billion Ghana cedis, but the government only needed 8 billion cedis. In the end, it accepted 9.43 billion Ghana cedis. For the 91-day T-bills, investors offered 6.8 billion cedis, but the government accepted 5.2 billion Ghana cedis. The 182-day bill had bids worth 4.5 billion Ghana cedis, with only 1.4 billion Ghana cedis accepted. The 364-day bill saw bids of 6.2 billion Ghana cedis, but only 2.7 billion Ghana cedis was taken. Because of these rejections, interest rates dropped sharply. Previously, they ranged between 28% and 30%, but they now have fallen to 26 to 27%. Financial analysts at Databank believe the government rejected these bids to prevent high interest rates, reduce borrowing costs, and bring rates back to normal levels. Moving on, trading associations are making an urgent appeal to West African governments, including Nigeria, to address the high cost of doing business at port to prevent significant revenue losses. This call comes as media report revealed that importers intending to send goods to Nigeria are increasingly opting for alternative destinations to avoid excessive port charges. In less than a month, multiple government agencies, terminal operators, and shipping companies in Nigeria ports have raised their fees by nearly 100%, making cargo clearance unaffordable for many businesses. Dr. Joseph Obin is president of the Ghana Union of Traders Association, GUTA.
When our ports were empty, you know that the government was very serious and asked pertinent questions about why goods are not being transported to our port. For the port operators and the government to find out the reasons and find a strategy for traders, their rationale being where their services will be bettered, that's where they will go. So it's not anything that you say that traders will meet on this and all that. So it's up to government to find ways to make their ports attractive for use. The onus lies on various governments to look at cost of doing business at these ports. That's very important if they want their ports to be attractive. Because we are not bound to do business at a particular cost.
You heard the president of the Ghana Union of Traders Association, GUTA, Dr. Joseph Obin there. The Ghana Civil Society Cocoa Platform has stressed the urgent need for the government to engage cocoa farmers in a stakeholder meeting to address their concerns regarding the scaling up of their earnings in the global markets. On his X page, the Minister for Food and Agriculture, Eric Opoku, announced that the government's decision to increase cocoa farmers' earnings from 60% to 70% of the world market price. The minister noted that the initiative is designed to motivate farmers and boost cocoa production. However, in an interview with Citi Business News, the co-convener of the Ghana Civil Society Cocoa Platform, Obet Owusu Adai, believes government should have consulted with farmers before making such an announcement. But before we hear from him, let's hear from the Food and Agriculture Minister, Eric Opoku, who has been speaking on the floor of Parliament.
The former Western Regional Minister indicated to me that, Eric Opoku, you have the opportunity now, increase the producer price. That was what he told me. And I said, Honorable, I will respond to that. Mr. Speaker, my response is this. We are fully determined to give cocoa farmers more than 60%. We want to give them 70%. But they know they have set a trap for us. The trap is that in their handing over notes, they indicated that the cocoa board owes their creditors an amount of 27 billion Ghana cedis. And that 5.37 billion cedis is due for payment this year. Mr. Speaker, what that means is that this year, if you get the money, set aside 5.37 billion to pay for the debt before you proceed to determine the producer price of cocoa. That is what they have bequeathed to us. And so it is surprising. It is surprising that after creating this mess, you have the courage to mount pressure on us to increase producer price today.
Eric Opoku is Minister responsible for food and agriculture. We can now hear from Obed Owusu Adai, convener of the Ghana Civil Society Cocoa Platform, reacting to this development.
What we want in the cocoa sector is to have a multi-stakeholder conversation, to come up with strategies to addressing farmer poverty. The question is, why is the farmer still poor? When you go to Ivory Coast, when you go to Cameroon, when you go to Nigeria, Togo, as I'm speaking to you right now, they are receiving around 8,000, 9,000 Ghana cedis equivalents. Our farmers are receiving 3,100. So when the minister comes to make these statements, he needs to give some context. He needs to give more information and not just say anything like that. So for us, we will listen to him as a political statement until we have seen concrete steps and actions being taken to work with stakeholders to ensure that farmers in Ghana are not poor.
Obed Owusu Adai is convener of the Ghana Civil Society Cocoa Platform. Now, the Food and Beverages Association of Ghana, FABAC, wants the Finance Minister, Dr. Kasayela, to force him to abolish the excise tax on fruit juices, which was introduced by the previous administration. FABAC has described the excise tax as a burden that is hindering the survival of businesses. In an interview with Citi Business News ahead of the government's upcoming budget presentation, the executive chairman of the association, John Awuni, underscored that removing the tax would provide much-needed relief for the local fruit juice manufacturing sector and contribute to improved revenue mobilization.
The Food and Beverage Association of Ghana is appealing to the government, and for that matter, the finance minister, to consider as well moving the excise tax that was imposed on fruit juices and other beverages by the previous government. We believe that these taxes that were imposed had a very devastating effect on most manufacturing entities. Indeed, production reduced from almost 80% to about 38% that is operated by most entities now. And it is our belief that for the 24-hour economic policy to be able to work effectively in the manufacturing sector, the government will have to remove this nuisance and inimical, obnoxious policy and then allow the sector to perform well.
John Awuni is the executive chairman of the Food and Beverages Association of Ghana. Meantime, the Institute of Energy Security is projecting mixed reactions on the local fuel market with commencement of the second pricing window of February. But before I go, let me take you to the forex market. The dollar trading as 15 cedis 90 pesos, the British pound at 19 cedis 80 pesos, that of the euro going for 16 cedis 50 pesos. And that's it for the breakfast edition of Citi Business News, proudly brought to you by MTN, Goyle and EcoBank. I am Ni Lati. Do have a good business day.
Every day, people have money emergencies. Ma, I need my school fees. Mommy, chop money. Crash it. Mommy, rent. Emergency. Now, there's a new emergency number in town.
More money, challenge and enjoyment. At the top life we got.
Dial star 770 hash for money emergencies and chop life.
For emergency access to your bank accounts, transfers, utility payments, loans, and more. Dial star 770 hash. Bank on the go even without data with EcoBank's short code for digital banking. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
For over 60 years, Good Energy has served you top quality fuel. Goyle brings you Super XP for a smooth ride. It is available in Gold stations nationwide. Gold Super XP is fortified with special additives which help your engine perform better and use less fuel. Gold Super XP is quality fuel, the ideal choice for most vehicles. Energize your ride with Gold Super XP. Who feel ya? Huh? Who be feel? Good energy. Joy,
Hey, so as for you, every day you are just pressing your phone. Why? Are they paying you?
They are, Oma.
Eh?
The more I use my MTN, the more points I get. And I can use those points to get airtime, data, and even discounts at shops and restaurants.
Hey, so that is why all of you are always pressing your phones. And you won't tell us, so that we too we can enjoy some.
Oh, ma.
There's always more to enjoy with MTN Rewards. Just keep talking, testing, and browsing all day, every day to collect your points and use it to redeem amazing offers and discounted freebies right away. There's so much available for you. So dial star 550 hash and get your reward today. Let's go everywhere you go.
Kweku, have you heard what they are doing on MTN?
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
I know, you do me bad, then you know what. Miss you for my pillow, tears we soak my pillow. Oh, wait till I do you. Where you leave me, go for a tungo. Where you leave me, go for a yeah. Wait till you do me, no, my sister, yeah. Mete my bubu wano mija, alumu. Mete my bubu wano mija, yeah. Ole, go, tell me what I know if you do for you. Odo you, me and you like 1 and 2. Mr. Grenabu, share you see say mandamu. So you they chase my boo, make sure say you no kufu. Odo you wait, Belempe. I did my day since Tuesday. Shilling Billy, but you did. I go mad gun chatting at the A. For that's one way take you away. I do you. Where you leave me, go for a tungo. Where you leave me, go for a yeah. Where do you do me, no, my sister, yeah. It's my bubu wano major, alumu. It's my bubu wano major, yeah. Ole, go.
7:16 and Gabby Affair, Milito. Gabby's here with Kickoff is sponsored by Shell. Shell says go well, from planning your date nights to making your kids happy with the latest toy and ice cream. These seemingly little things make all the difference in creating lasting memories. So good times start at Shell, where you can fill up on more than just fuel. Fill up on love, laughter, sumptuous bites and treats from our partner vendors, juicy chickens, filling burgers, snacks, a space to just unwind. Trust me, you will find it all at Shell, where while you're enjoying yourself with your family and friends, your car can also get the love it deserves at the Shell service station and wash bay. It's one roof for everything. Visit Shell today and go well. Kickoff is also brought to you by Zonda Ghana Limited, and Gabby Affair is into Kickoff.
Tinko's delivery, Son waits for it. Berival, saved by Anara, following in is Madison to score. Bullseye.
Good morning, Gabby.
Good morning, Caleb. James Madison's early goal was enough for his side to end a barring home run in the Premier League by beating Manchester United by 1-0. It was a league double over United for the first time in 36 years. The last time Spurs did that was all the way in the 1989-90 season. We've got some more reactions coming up, plus review of match week 25. Also coming up. All right, so hooliganism again, this time in the Division 1 League 1. Elmina Sharks took on Swedro All Blacks yesterday. We've got some updates on that, plus some other stories with me, Gabi Ofe. Thanks to Zondo GH and Shell V Power. Shell, go well. All right, let's get into the details now. Starting off with this, where the Minister for Sport and Recreation, Kofi Idi Adams, has vowed to ensure that those responsible for the recent violence at a football match are held accountable. Now, during a visit to Asante Kotoko management on Friday, the minister stated that justice will fall on all persons involved in the barbaric acts that led to the death of Nana Frimpong.
Out of no provocation, quite unfortunate. Eba Musano, yen to me, and Nahosa. Enka say, oh, ye Kasao, Funso, Omampini, Eyi, me say, member minister, me any penny for, or say, yes, ye, then it's one Naira. Now, ye meet your penny for. Now, ye misa is share, ewo. Na yin kwanya yin na ye be kabum ahwese ni esi ye no one I can assure protocol management, any supporters, any Ghana for now say anyone found guilty will not be shielded irrespective of the status.
All right, so that's our Sports Minister Kofi Idi Adams speaking right there. Still in Kumasi and the 1 week celebration of the late Francis Yao Frimpong, popularly known as Nana Pole, was held at the Bobara Sports Stadium on Sunday. The event brought together football officials, fans, and loved ones to honor his memory and pay their respects. And speaking of hooliganism in Ghana football, in Ghana football again, this time in the Division 1 League, as match officials were forced to flee the pitch following a heated encounter between Omina Sharks and Swedro All Blacks on Sunday. And that happened at the Indum Sports Stadium. All Blacks secured a 1-0 victory. But the chaotic scenes after the referee Esoido Morrison's final whistle dominated the headlines. Players and officials of Sharks confronted and attacked the referee and other match officials over a controversial penalty, and that led to All Blacks' winning goal. The incident comes just 2 weeks after the tragic stabbing of Asante Kotoko fan during a Premier League match between Kotoko and Nsura. But the update is that the Ghana Police Service is set to investigate the violent clashes that marked Sunday's game between Sharks and Swedro All Blacks, and the Office of the Central Regional Police Commander has already dispatched a team to gather evidence from the incident with suspects already identified. So keep you posted in regards to this story. While in women's football, new coach for Black Queens, Kimlas Bjorkegren, was unveiled at the FA premises on Friday ahead of the upcoming women's AFCON. He replaces Nora Hutla, who left for Zambia's Copper Queens. But Kim Lars has been talking, and he says he's looking forward to what the future holds for the team.
I already think it's a great mix of some players with experience and some young players that's coming up. So I think already now we're good enough to fight against the best teams and have a successful summer to start with. But also, like I said, from what I've seen from the younger teams, like the under 17, for example, there are so many really great players. But of course, if you are like 16, 17, 18 years old, you're maybe not ready today. But in a couple of years, they will be great, I promise you. As long as they work hard together with their coaches and teammates in the club teams, and they take the opportunity every time they have the chance to do something good for the national team here, then the future will be great, and I'm sure it will be.
All right, so that's the Black Queens coach, Kim Lars Bjorkegren, speaking right there. Well, taking into Europe, and James Maddison scored a win on his return from injury as Tottenham beat fellow Premier League strugglers Manchester United at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Maddison, who has missed nearly 4 weeks with a calf injury, was the only player following in after United goalkeeper Onana parried Lucas Bergval's shot and completed an easy tap-in the 13 minutes. Here's Ruben Amorim after the game.
In this moment is more than that. The idea, the system in this moment is like survive, is to think in the small things, to improve the small things from this game for the next game, and not even look at the table, the schedule, nothing of that. Of course I have to, because we'll have a lot of games. We have 3 competitions with a small squad in the moment. That part is my part, but the players, everyone in character, just focus on the next game, the next training, and that is our goal.
All right, so that's United's boss Ruben Amorim speaking there. On the winning side, we hear from Spurs head coach Ange Postecoglou.
Yeah, look, I think the important thing is we did win today. That was kind of, it was an important game for us, an important week for us. We needed to sort of put on a performance today that gets us the result, and I thought we did that, and that coupled with the fact that we got some significant players back and they got through the game and got through unscathed and actually really contributed. Important for us because, as I said, it sort of signals a little bit of an opportunity now for us to push on from here.
All right, so that's Spurs boss Ange Postecoglou speaking there. Taking it to Anfield, and Mohamed Salah continued his hot scoring streak as Liverpool dispatched Wolves to move 7-point clear at the top of the Premier League table. Here from Liverpool boss Arne Slot.
Yeah, clearly. It was relief in the end, especially after what happened Wednesday and those last 8 minutes, and especially, of course, the last minute where we conceded a goal. You are so frustrated because I knew, that is not only that moment. That moment can also have impact for the next game or for the games that are coming up. And I think you saw today, after us conceding the 2-1, that maybe for the first time this season we were a bit like, after conceding in the last minute against Everton. I think that was in our heads a bit. And that's also why we as a team were so furious Wednesday.
All right, so that's Liverpool's head coach Arne Slot speaking there. Arsenal were 2-0 winners over Leicester City. Omar Mamouche introduced himself as Manchester City's own Egyptian king with a superb 14-minute hat-trick over Newcastle to send Guardiola's side 4th in the Premier League table. Carlos Zakaria scored a winner on his first Premier League start for Everton as the Toffees beat Crystal Palace to continue their fine form under David Moyes. On Friday, Kaoru Mitoma scored a superb opener as Brighton losing Chelsea's grip on the place in the top 4 of the Premier League with a second victory over the Blues inside a week. In the Italian Serie A, Inter Milan missed a chance to go top of the table as the defending champions fell to a defeat at Juventus. Napoli were held to a 2-2 draw by Lazio on Saturday. Finishing off with tennis, and world number 1 Yannick Sinner has accepted an immediate 3-month ban from tennis after reaching a settlement with the World Anti-Doping Agency over his 2 positive drugs tests last year. The 23-year-old Italian who won the Australian Open last month is suspended from 9 February until May 4, and he will be eligible to play at the French Open, the next Grand Slam of the year, which starts on May 19. That's the very latest in the world of sport. For more, you can head to citisportsonline.com and on X at City Sports GH. Kickoff was proudly brought to you by Zonda GH and Shell V-Power. Shell, go walk. I am Gabi Ofe. Enjoy the rest of your day. Do take care of yourself, and bye-bye.
It's not just a service station. It's a place you get more for every visit. It's not just a place to fill your tank. It's a place to fulfill your cravings. From chicken to chocolate, caramel, or the tasty latte. It's not just a place to service your car. It's the perfect place to wash your ride. It's a place where convenience, love, friendship, joy, and laughter assemble. Because it all starts at Shell. Visit Shell today and enjoy a wide array of services and offers under one roof. It starts at Shell.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
Solar Tech, the power to protect.
Yes! Solartech, your tried and trusted brand, is your total solution to all power problems, whether low voltage, high voltage, power surges, spikes, brownouts, or what have you. Solartech fully protects your valuable equipment, no matter your appliance. We have the perfect Solartech for you. Choose from my tried and trusted range, such as Fridge Guard, TV Guard, High Volt Guard, Multi Guard, AVS 13, AVS 30, AC Guard, Solartech TV Stab, Solartech Fridge Stab, UPS, and Solartech Voltage Stabilizer. Beware of counterfeit Solartech products. Get your genuine Solartech products today at our Abelinkpe office and all our authorized dealers across the country. Contact us at number 10 Yiwa Street, Abelinkpe, or call 0302-761450 or 0302-775106.
Solartech, the power to protect.
Did you know that worms take away nutrients from the food you eat? Just listen to them.
Brothers, yesterday the food nice, huh?
Oh yeah, the choba woman there, she did try wa.
Charlie, something come on. It be food.
It did taste like banana.
Make a taste some. Make me try a taste. Make a taste. Hey, something is doing me.
Something is doing me too.
Oh, it be Vermox.
Vermox banana flavored dewormer is available in both suspension and tablet and is suitable for children and adults. It's good for you, bad for worms. Not recommended for children under 2 years and pregnant women. This advert is FDA approved.
Where do your hopes and dreams take flight? The money you've earned, the future shining bright. At Petra, we're not just here for your retirement plan. We are here for the life you've imagined and then some. From your child's education to your dream home's door, we'll help you achieve what you're striving for. Petra is here, steady and strong. Your wealth in safe hands, where it belongs. With investments that grow at rates that compete, we build your future with every heartbeat. That's Petra, your partner. Come joy or strife, guiding you toward the dreams that define your life. For your pensions, investments, loans, and more, visit our website at petraonline.com or call 0242 435037. Petra, achieve more.
Hey, dear Miriam, sir. And you stay soft concentrate fabric softener. I was such it move. You're sending this say, but you hear my tina watch. New Yanets now watch. No, be a baby, some was some demoni in us. Dear Miriam, say. Fair quiet, yes, in Biara Association Ontario. Use stay soft and New Yanets now watch. Nanny boss to tap from cry. A fabric softener. And yen yes, say, sir. Choose to stay soft. No, so say, you know. FDID a garden crack to yet.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
The power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
It never be
7:34, 17th February 2025. All right, so a few birthdays. Happy birthday to John Atabochwe of KNUST Medical School of Medical Science. May you live long to fulfill your dreams and aspirations. God bless you from Dr. Edward Atabochwe. And happy birthday to our dad, Mr. CK Sa, aka Batman. You're 79. That was yesterday. We're proud of you, love you dearly from your children, Gordon Sa. And this is also coming in from Canston Sa, Ankafu Government Hospital, Clarice Wilson Sa, First Atlantic Bank, Abigail Sa, Mitra Ghana, and your grandchildren. Of course, your child, your son, Gordon Sa as well. Love to wish Lydia Adupu, team lead of Canny's Eateries, producers of Canny's Tom Brown and cereal. May God bless her and honor her new age. Happy birthday from Brown, who sells Tom Brown for Canny's Eateries, to Lydia Adupu, team lead. Also wishing happy birthday to ASP Elizabeth Ofuriwa, formerly of the Adabraka Police Station. Now with the, I think you are with the airport branch now. I'm not sure if it's airport or East Legon. Yeah, so ASP Elizabeth Ofuriwa, former neighbor of ours here at Adabraka Police Station. Happy birthday to you, madam. I'm going to read a few quick comments I've gotten this morning on people's headaches for the morning.
Right.
I just like to say before I do that I think there must be a more serious attention paid to the sewage system in parts of Tema, because it's not the first time I've seen a story about the sewage system and its effect on people in that particular city. But here's one message that's coming in from a friend of mine. He says, Bernard, please remind the road authorities to continue works on the Pokwasin Road. I went for a funeral at Amasaman only to burst my shocks.
Wow.
Now I have to cough out money to replace it. It's so painful.
Wow.
So I wanted to just find out whether there's been an order for the Insawam Road works to cease, because I get people complaining that the project has slowed down.
Yeah.
Project has slowed down. So we don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, I was doing some checks on the particular project to find out what has happened, because as you know, Bernard, Maripoma is the contractor working on that project. It's the same contractor on the motorway project as well.
Mhm.
Now, the project approximately was going to cost $350 million US, but with the delays and all, we are learning that the cost will likely increase as a result of the delay. You know, there'll be operational costs, things, variations. The project was pegged around 10 to the
currency exchange rate around 10
exactly.
cedi.
Now it's around 15. So if you've not completed it,
But why should a project for a road in Ghana
Yeah.
be pegged in dollars? you know, like I don't think they're importing everything for the road.
Yeah.
If you look at the components of a road,
Yeah.
the aggregate is from Ghana.
True.
Maybe the fuel that they buy,
Perhaps and the machinery too.
but still, you know, I feel like there's.
That's a good question.
Yeah,
It's a
you
good
know.
thing to ponder over. You know,
So maybe what we should find out is what percentage of the cost build-up of a road is dependent on the dollar. Because I think some could, as you said, the equipment, but a lot of these companies have the equipment already.
Yeah.
So fuel, fine. Diesel, even though diesel is petrol, dollar is still bought in cities.
True.
You know, I actually don't even think we should be importing. I mean, I believe the previous government came up with a system where bitumen is produced in Ghana by local companies.
Okay, I'm told that there's international bidding on the project, so it's done in dollars. I don't know if that answers
Still doesn't make sense to me.
sufficient.
If you are bidding for a project in China, you bid for it in the Chinese currency. So if you are bidding for a project in Ghana, even if an international company, the bid should be in cedis. So unless somebody comes to explain to me how the currency depreciation affects the building of a road, and Maripoma is a local contractor. So unless you are saying they want to borrow from a foreign bank, which would be strange, because the currency depreciation, the exchange rate doesn't make sense. Like, number one, the road is not even a tolled road. So would it make sense for you to go and borrow? So if you go and borrow money from a US bank, you can't pay, because if at the time you borrowed, the money was 10 and it's now 15. Yeah. So I don't understand why. Look, if somebody has an official explanation, come and explain to us. But this dollar issue doesn't seem to make sense.
Yeah, that's a good point. So I'll leave it at that. Now, it's a 2-year project that's supposed to have been completed last year in July. So what you're seeing, what you're driving on, should have been completed last year. Now, there are a number of challenges that you remember. One time the newspapers carried the court cases. Some of the residents had sued the contractor because the project was going to impact their property, and also there are a number of court cases, and those cases are running. And then there are compensation issues too. I understand there is supposed to be a footbridge at one particular point, and you know they usually will build this ramp for disability persons with mobility challenges. Now that part encumbers a property where they've provided for compensation, but the resident is unyielding to the compensation. So there's been the main conversation has been the cash flow, the delay of same, which has affected the pace of the project. It's been it's a 70-30, so government pays 70, the contractor is doing 30. That's how the arrangement is like. But if you take away the cash flow and the monetary challenges, then you've had encumbrances with compensation and court cases and all of that. But here's how the project looks like. The length is just like the motorway, is approximately 17 kilometers. So it begins at Ofankor and ends some 3 kilometers after the Nsawam Junction. Put together as a 10-lane project with
5 on each side.
5 on each side.
How many footbridges or how many
interchanges?
How many interchanges?
I know there will be one interchange at Amasaman. It will be a 3-tier interchange at Amasaman. In terms of the number of footbridges and interchanges across, I'll get that for you shortly. But if you put all it comes together to about 34 kilometers with service lanes and all. But if you're looking at the length, it's 17 approximately. So now we are told it's 60% complete. That's what we are learning. The worst part of the stretch is the Nsawam Dobro Sapeman portion. That side is not done because and we are told the terrain is not even tough. So once the money comes, it is a place that can be
how
done
much money
rather quickly.
I mean, this is so this annoying.
So, but on the flyovers, there are 2. There are 2 flyovers, and there will be 1 underpass. So when you get to the Nsawam Junction, you see the feeling you get when you are at Tantra Hill, where those going to Nsawam are using the underpass. You're going straight, and then there's a roundabout at the top. That's going to be happening. Yes, at
so there's one major interchange at Amasaman and one at Nsawam.
Yes.
So do you know what percentage of the road is finished?
They say 60%. It's been 60 for a while.
And do we know how much money is needed?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't have answers for that.
You know, I don't understand. I think the road minister needs to do a proper press conference This is what I feel. The vetting doesn't help us because a lot of the questions are about people's interests, whether about, please, when you come, will you fix my road or whatever. I think after people get into office for like a month and they understand the real situation they are facing, they need to address the public on what the real issues are. Yeah. So the finance guys have been having a lot of meetings. So they are meeting stakeholders. I think the roads people, I think the which other ministries even in that same space, energy people, they need to come and tell us what they really have seen in the sector. Because, look, there are so many roads that have been left undone. I went to Tema and I decided to use the beach road. Yeah. Look, there's no street light on the beach road. I'm talking about Tema to Nungwa. I mean, to be fair though, they have they don't even have street markings. But what they have is that on the road median, they have some reflectors. But it's not acceptable to have a 4.6 kilometer beach road with no street markings and no street lights. Look, in any civilized country, somebody should be going to jail for this. Then look, do you know the number of people who can die on that road?
Or the street lights are off, because sometimes it's one of the two. Sometimes the street lights are there, but they are not working. I just want to clarify which one it is.
I was too angry to check, but there was no street lights. Let me speak to Ahmed Nasir Yati. Ahmed, thanks for joining us. You are one of the PROs who's working overtime because the road ministry is so important and we always bring issues up. So we're about to commend you for the speed of work on the motorway, only to be reminded by people in Sawam and Sapeman and Amasaman and Midyear and Ayikain Doblo that road project, which started so beautifully, has just stalled. And Caleb is speculating various possible reasons. He's talking about dollar, whatever. I don't know I don't understand what he's saying. So I've decided to call you to explain. What is the state of the Insawam or Fankor Road, and why has the work stopped?
Thank you very much, Bernard. And I should say good morning to your listeners. And also thank you for the opportunity. Well, I should put on record that road has not stalled. As I speak to you, the project is about close to 72% complete. The major challenge on that road has to do with court issues. Somewhere last year, we had over 100 court cases that has to do with project affected persons. We've managed to clear about 20 of them. As I speak to you, especially between Amasaman to Insawam, there are a lot of court cases, about 80 of them. And these court cases does not allow the contractor to have the right of way to work. And we cannot take the laws into our own hands. If you need to demolish a particular property and the owner is litigating it in court, there's little you can do. So basically what is happening is that you need the right of way to relocate utilities, that is electricity, water, and telecom lines off the road, so that the contractor can have the right of way to work. Without that, it becomes very difficult. So most of the places that the contractor has the right of way, the contractor has worked, especially from Ofankor coming towards Pokwase, towards Amasama. You see that the contractor has done extensive work. I give you a typical example, like you see the contractor is constructing overhead bridge around where you have the blue skies. He has done half of the work. He's unable to continue because the other half is going into a property that has to be demolished and is under litigation, and there's nothing that the contractor can do. The contractor is ready to pay compensation. The people are mitigating the fact that their properties have to be broken or demolished, and until we settle that, there's little we can do.
So this particular thing you are talking about at the blue skies, is it an overpass?
I'm referring to the walk, the pedestrian walkway.
The pedestrian walkway. Good.
Yes.
But if the pedestrian walkway cannot be done, does that mean the road? Because the complaint I'm getting is from people who drive on the road. That if the road project has stalled, so are you saying that until that pedestrian walkway is done, the road cannot continue?
No, I'm just giving an example of a work that the contractor have to hold on because the other end of the road where the walkway will have to land, there is a mitigation on the side of the road. Bernard, you see, when you are constructing the road, because we are widening the road, if you don't remove the utilities and all those things from the right of way, you cannot work. And so when they are mitigated, because you need to break the houses, move the utilities to where the houses are or the properties are to be able to work. And so without those things, so we'll appeal. Really, I want to appeal to the property owners. I mean, we are ready to pay compensation. I mean, this prolonged litigation in court, although it's their right to litigate, but they should know that this is
so.
For all of
Without going into the merits of the case, how many cases are in court in relation to this road, and are these cases all around the same area, or is scattered throughout the road?
Well, it was scattered throughout the project, but as I speak to you, the ones around Pokwase, around Ofankor, getting towards Pokwase, and somewhere around before Amasamai. Most of them, we've dealt with them. Initially, we had over 100 cases, but as I speak to you, we currently have around 80 cases still pending in court, mostly in the Insawam district court and Amasamai court. And this has to do with properties around Amasamai to Insawam. And that's why the work from Amasamai towards Insawam has slowed down, because most of the areas where we need to work, we have litigation, and it's affecting the progress of work.
Is this a class action? Is this a group action, or these are individual cases that are being treated one by one?
They are mostly individual cases. They are mostly individual cases.
All right.
And so it's very difficult for our lawyers. Almost every day we are in court trying to have amicable settlements so that the contract, because as Caleb Koda was saying, once the project delays, and it's of no fault of the contractor, because we are to give the contractor the right of way, that is the employee. Is supposed to give the contractor the right of way. And so
we understand that. I want to understand the portion. So are you saying that driving towards Insawam, the Amasaman to Insawam portion, which is the right side, is where the litigation is, or it's on both sides, both going and coming?
I need to clarify that. But my brief indicates that from Amasamai, most of the cases now we have pending has to do from Amasamai to Insawam, and that is why if you go to Amasamai where the contractor has its campsite, you see that there are a lot of equipment there ready to deploy, but he's not deploying them. So it's not true that the contractor has taken all the equipment from that side.
Okay. So if this is true, can you confirm that the unencumbered portions of the road are done? So, for example, you are from Ofankor getting towards Pokwase. I went there only this Thursday for a program at Fountain Gate Church on the hill. I can't say for sure that even that road is finished, right? So when you are joining from Ofankor towards Pokwase, there are portions that are done, but work is still going on. It's not finished, right? So if the court cases are delaying some parts of the project, you would expect that the other unencumbered parts will be finished and done with. But even that's not the case.
Yes. So as if you drive from Ofankor getting to Pokwase, you see that the contractor has even laid the first course of the asphalt. It's left with the wiring course for him to do and small furniture that he has to put in place. But fairly, that road is motorable. It has been done.
No, Ahmed, no, it's not about motorability. There's a whole right lane that you do for those who are from Ofankor towards the Pokwasi interchange, so that if they are bearing right, they don't have to join the main road. That's not done. Even the descent from the Ofanko into the Pokwasi road, it hasn't been tidied up. No road markings have yet been done. The road furniture has not been supplied. A project that was supposed to finish in July.
No.
If by I'm coming. No, let me just ask the question. So what I'm saying is that there seems to be places on the road which are not progressing, irrespective of the whole litigation matter.
Yes, Bernard, I agree with you, and that's why when our minister met the contractor, he encouraged the contractor to try to complete those sections that he can complete, because the contractor has a work schedule where he was looking at doing the entire work, then comes back and then do the asphalt, lay the asphalt, then put the road furniture and complete the work. But then when the minister met with the contractor, he encouraged the contractor that, well, if you are having litigation on this part, the part that you have the right of way, although you have your schedule, can you alter your schedule and make sure that you totally complete the part that you can complete as we see to the court cases. So just last week, the minister encouraged the contractor to do exactly that, and we are hoping that he will work with speed to complete that portion of.
Can you confirm the name of the contractor for this project?
Well, the name of the contractor is Maripoma Enterprise Limited. It's one of our indigenous Ghanaian company.
All right.
And the same contractor working on the motorway.
Fantastic. Now, is this project a GOG project?
This project is not a GOG project. It's a loan facility that we are using to construct this road.
So, listeners, GOG means Government of Ghana. So, the loan facility from where?
The details I don't have immediately because I didn't know that you
no problem. Now, so it's not a Government of Ghana project, but it's a loan facility.
No. Yes.
Now, do you know the contract sum?
I cannot give it was about around. No, I cannot give the details now. I have to check.
Okay, you can get back to me on that. It's important because there's a strong belief among listeners that the project has stalled because of funding challenges, financing, and that we are only using the court cases as a ruse, that there's a money problem.
Not at all.
Okay, do you know? Okay, so hold on. If it's not you don't know the contract sum and you don't know the name of the financing institution, so how then can you say that?
I have to cross check, Bernard, because as I didn't know this question will come up. I don't have that brief with me now. I think we've discussed that in some earlier.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, no problem. The information I have is that it's an Exim Bank facility with 350 million, 350 million as the contract sum. $350 million as the contract sum, or at least the loan amount from Exim Bank. Now, can you confirm if the contractor is getting this money to do the work?
Well, this project, Bernard, you know that this project wasn't affected by the debt testing. Even when other projects stalled under the debt testing program, this project continued. And so it cannot be because of funding issues. You understand? It cannot be because...
So it's just a litigation? No problem.
The litigation is the biggest challenge we have on that road.
Finally, some people complain that there is an inverse relationship between the pace of work on the Tema motorway and on the Nsawam road. In fact, when last 2 weeks I was praising the contractor for the speed of work on Tema, the Pokwasi people say, they have moved equipment from Pokwasi to Tema, and that's why the Tema road is going fast and Pokwasi is slow. So I just want you to confirm this, that are they using the same plant pool? Because the Tema work seems to be progressing very, very seriously.
This is a contractor that is capable of mobilizing equipment for projects such as this, 10 different projects such as this. And as I speak to you, if you go to his station at you can send your cameras there. You'll see a lot of equipment there ready to move, and because of this mitigation. And that's why I want to use your medium to appeal to citizens living on those corridors. Yes, it's their right to mitigate, to fight for their properties. But this is in all of us our interest, and so they should help us to have amicable solution to these litigations or these court cases, so that the project can move on. We know that most people driving in that corridor, they are suffering. The contractor keep trying to maintain the road by trying to grade the road from time to time. But that is not the main solution. The main solution is for the contractor to have the right of way to work. As I speak to you, I was saying earlier that if we are not able to fast track and complete some of these cases for the contractor to work, the contractor has the right to charge us as government for extra charges for being there and not working. And that will go against.
Yeah, but whose fault will it be? Didn't they factor the potential litigation into their project planning? Right? Is that? I mean, I'm not a road contractor. I don't understand these things. But if you are accepting a contract to do a 10-lane road in a busy part of town, you would know that you have to deal with property owners, and you know that some could end up in court. So if you are not able to dispense, if the court is delaying or you are not able to deal with the matters, I don't think that the government should be the one to pay for the extra.
But Bernard, that is not for the contractor. It's for the employer to give the contractor the right of way. The litigation of the case is not the responsibility of the contractor. I repeat, it's the government's responsibility. And so for the contractor, you have to give the contractor the right of way to work.
Okay.
So long as he doesn't have the right of way, he cannot work. And so it's government's responsibility to ensure that the contractor have access to work.
All right. Let
me
me bring another question. A listener says that there are town roads for Pokwase as part of the project. If you can confirm this, can you confirm that the project includes town roads in some adjoining communities?
I cannot confirm that, but what I know is that the Department of Urban Roads is looking at improving the town roads within Amasamai and the adjoining communities.
All right, okay. Please confirm, because this listener is saying that from the Pokwase main junction through area council to Pokwase library, the roads that the contractor did as part of the town roads is absolutely horrible. So he's criticizing the quality of the town roads, which he believes are part of the project. So you have to confirm for us if this project includes any town roads, and if indeed the Pokwase.
Sure. You know, sometimes, not to cut you, at times when construction is going on, contractors will do diversions and all that. They may not be necessarily part of the project, but just to ease or allow for people to move. But I have to get update on it and to be sure whether it is part of the project. But I know that it's not part of the project. The project is just to construct the main road.
All right.
And Department of Urban Roads will look at the adjoining communities' internal roads.
Well, since there's a new minister, we don't want to preempt, but it will be important to know what the minister is doing about the litigation which is affecting this very, very important road. It's our main corridor outside Accra to Kumasi. But let me park that. The same contractors working on the motorway road, and they seem to be working very hard day and night, and I was pleasantly surprised to see that. What deadline are they working with, and why can't government attach the same agency to other roads? Why is it that and I'm not saying it's a bad thing, it's a good thing they are working hard on the Tema motorway road. Why can't other roads get the same level of seriousness that Tema motorway is getting?
Bernard, I'm sure all other road projects, if you go to the Kaswa Uniba Road, it's going on pretty well. If you go to the Adenta Dodowa Road project, Oswald is working very hard over there. I can say that most of the road projects, I mean, the same deal is going on. And I should put on record that most of these contractors working on these roads are indigenous Ghanaian contractors. In fact, when the minister met with some of these contractors, he was amazed at the level of patriotism that these contractors are working, because government owe them so much, we are indebted to them so much, yet every day they are on the road working. And so you cannot believe the level. So not to sound some way, but the kind of debt that we owe some of these indigenous Ghanaian contractors, if they were foreign contractors, like they packed off. I can say for sure, like if Maripoma was a foreign contractor, like by now he's packed off. If Oswald was a foreign contractor, like by now he's packed off. The contractor on the Accra, on the Kaswa Winneba Road, if he was a foreign contractor, like by now he's packed off. And so we are happy as a ministry that we've built a capacity of local indigenous Ghanaian contractors who understand the financial situation of the country. And even though we owe them, they still show up every day and they are working. And so we should rather encourage them to do more, because Bernard, you and I know that in this industry, our biggest challenge is financing. And so, I mean, these contractors are doing so well. Where they go wrong, we have to call them out and get them to do the right thing. But as I speak to you now, these indigenous Ghanaian contractors, First Kai and Co., they are doing extremely well for this country.
Well, we will have to leave it here for sake of time, but trust me, I'll get back to you this week because there's a lot of concerns about other routes. Just finally, though, one listener is asking me to ask you why the contractor cannot at least make the road, grade the road so they can move smoothly and save them from vehicle damage and health issues. So whilst all this litigation is going on, the rough portions of the road, can the contractor not do anything about it at all? Or all those rough portions are all under litigation?
Bernard, that's a fair point, and that's what we encourage the contractor to always do. And so from time to time, they do that, but rapidly it deteriorates and they have to go in again. And so that is what is happening. But it's a fair point, and the minister has encouraged the contractor to always make sure that the road is motorable. And so we'll go back and talk to them to do exactly that. So it's a fair point. We take it on board.
Good morning. Thank you, Ahmed, and thank you for your time. Ahmed Nasir Yate is the PRO of the Ministry of Roads. We hadn't told him we would call him, so we basically just called him, and therefore he didn't have some of the information we wanted. But his main point is that there are about 80 court cases which have delayed. We put it to him that it was financing, but he says he cannot confirm this. We understand the road is $350 million. Exim Bank facility. Maripoma is a contractor who seems to be doing very, very well on the motorway road, but this is a bit slower.
So Bernard, on the portions that does not have litigation issues as they were completed, that's the thing I wanted to know.
That's what I couldn't get. That he didn't agree. He couldn't. I mean, we know this is not a subject of a question. This is a subject of observation.
Exactly.
I went to a place around the Ofankor site, and part of that road is not even finished.
So
let's take a break. Let's do second social media trends. Who's the sponsor?
Yes, Telecel and First Bank Ghana are the sponsors. Telecel says if you switch to our fixed broadband today, you will experience incredible bonuses, non-expiry bundles, data transfers across devices, and lots more. If you're a new customer, you get 50% bonus data in addition to other mind-blowing offers. If you're an existing customer, you receive 300% bonus data on every broadband renewal to keep you browsing. Subscribe to Telecel Fixed Broadband for these amazing offers. Dial *900#, use the Telecel Play app, visit a Telecel retail outlet or telecel.com.gh and get connected. Terms and conditions apply. Telecel is connecting energies. And if you're sending money to Gambia, Guinea, Liberia, Nigeria and Sierra Leone, it is much easier now. We have the Pan-African Payment and Settlement Systems, PAPS. With that, you can send money to any of these countries for business and personal purposes. If you want to send money, you just need to visit us with your cash and your money is transferred in no time. To receive, you will need an account with us. Please call 0596 921 921 to find out more about this.
All right, Susu, tell us what's trending this morning.
Well, we have a lot of different trends. There's a lot of football trends, but I'll wait a bit before I go into them. So let's talk about Doomsaw. Doomsaw is trending.
Oh, why?
Why? Well, it's becoming a kind of discussion on social media because a lot of people are complaining their lights are going off more and more. So it's becoming a political discussion. Is it Mohammed's fault? Is it the past government? Did Mohammed solve Doomsaw before he leave? So everyone is giving their opinion, and it's very polarized, very partisan. So everyone is trying to discuss where is the doom saw coming from.
Nice one.
Then we have Apia Stadium trending.
Why?
He's trending because he went to meet the IGP playing draft. So the IGP was playing draft. I think Sunday morning, if I remember correctly, Sunday morning, a video of the IGP playing draft and Apia Stadium was there. And people were commenting on how he manages to be everywhere all at once. You know, wherever something is happening, Apia Stadium
I've
is
even
there.
heard him say that he needs an appointment to shame his enemies.
Yeah, there you go. So
Anyway.
yeah. And then the football, of course, there's a lot of things. So Nana Pole is also trending. That's football related, though not a football thing. His 1 week celebration was over the weekend. So a lot
It's
of
called 1 week observance.
1 week observance. Sorry, my mistake.
1 week observance.
His 1 week observance was over the weekend. So that was obviously in the trends. A lot of pictures, a lot of people were there. It was a very big event. So again, rest in peace to the young man. And
let's use his death to reform football.
Exactly. And then the football playing trends. Manchester United were in the trends after their another defeat. So Amorim's record is very poor.
Are they in a relegation scrap or not yet?
You see, yes, they are, but I don't think they'll go down. Just
They are fit from bottom.
Yes, but because they are about 10 points ahead of the teams in the relegation zone, I think there's enough of a gap.
Okay.
Amorim is in the trends. Garnacho is in the trends. Tottenham is in the trends.
Amorim is a one-trick pony.
Casemiro is in the trends. A lot of players are in the trends. And Anthony is also trending, funnily enough.
He's doing very well.
He scored a wonder goal this weekend for Betis. So I think people are saying, hey, is this the same Anthony we saw all those months at Manchester United? So you know how these things are. A player leaves a team and suddenly the goals are coming. So people wonder what was happening at
It just means there are places you thrive and other places you don't.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
so yeah. Anthony, good luck to him.
Yes.
Real
So,
Betis.
Yeah, for tech news, DeepSeek has been suspended in South Korea. Their data protection agency has said no one can download DeepSeek because they are not sure about what DeepSeek represents and what the Chinese will be getting from the data used by DeepSeek. So all DeepSeek downloads have been suspended. If you have it already, you can use it, but if you are now downloading it, you cannot. So that's a new move in there. So the tech AI espionage nexus has another layer. So that's in tech news.
Thank you, Susu.
There are many reasons to connect, and it's all to put smiles on the faces of those you love.
Daddy, thanks for the tea cash, okay? I love you.
That's my daughter, Angela. Caring for my parents, that's my duty. I also get to pay my utility bills easily with Telecel Cash. And to the suppliers at my shop,
hello, sir. Telecel Cash payment received right on time. Thank you.
I get to make them smile because I can pay to my suppliers' merchant numbers, even on other networks directly, and send Telecel Cash for free to my dear ones. We keep the connection stronger when our family, friends, and business relations are happy. Make free Telecel Cash transactions every day, anytime, from your Telecel Cash wallet to your loved one's Telecel Cash wallet. Save on cash, enjoy convenience, and make those who matter smile when you send them money with Telecel Cash.
Telecel, connecting energies.
You're looking for a bank to rely on? Let me give you a shoulder to lie on. Wouldn't we sick out to bank baby? No lie, only one place where I get my eye on. Make I introduce you all to First Bank, the best services in the world, first rank. Customer service, everything is well planned. I make music, I travel, I sell land. They be my reserve tank, cause every time I know my money's safe. Universal banking ain't in me here on the date. I'm a busy person, me no need time to wait. Now I got to Spain, even when I'm in the States. My me blue shirt. They tell me office a chilly, but who cares? Cause I bank with the best. I'm lucky, I'm too blessed. When it comes to First Bank, it's too west. Everything is you first.
Nobody feed do I'm like us. Do I'm like us. First Bank we treat you first. Treat you first. Think about you first. Think about you first.
You first. First Bank.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
Since
Since inception, almost 100% of Ashesi University students have found jobs, started businesses, or gone on to graduate school within 6 months of graduation. From Accra to Nairobi, London to New York, Ashesi graduates are noticed and are leading successful careers. If you dream of a rewarding life and career, an Ashesi education prepares you just for that. Learn more about applying to Ashesi at ashesi.edu.gh. Remember, admission is ongoing.
This year, something magical is happening. A celebration of tradition, flavor, and community. Welcome to the Back to Your Village Food Festival 2025.
Taste the heart of your heritage with mouth-watering dishes from across the country like Ademe with Akple, Tozafi with Ayoyo soup, Kokonte, Apopranta, Rare Quine, and many more. From rich spices to sweet treats, it's a journey for your senses. We're taking you back to your village.
Oh yes, let's recreate our age-old recipes.
But it's not just about food, you know. We're celebrating culture, connecting with family, and making memories that last a lifetime.
This March, let's come together and discover the flavors that make us who we are. The date is 29th and 30th of March 2025. The venue, Accra Metropolitan Assembly, and the time is 10 a.m. through till 6 p.m. each day.
The Back to Your Village Food Festival 2025, where food, fun, and tradition meet. See you there.
Interested vendors should call 0558-973-973 or 0205-973-973 to register. The Back to Your Village Food Festival 2025 is powered by Channel 1 TV with support from 97.3 Citi FM.
I'm gonna lie. What you say to me? No check that one can. I am a new home.
He's here, uncle.
Oi, you man, look at you, all grown up, innit? So good to see you, fam. I miss you so much. So good to be back home, bruv, innit? I can see a lot has changed, mate. Home sweet home, innit?
Sit down and let me serve you something delicious.
The food is looking good, fam.
Of course, some things never change. Just like how Gino tomato mix still gives my food that rich color and unique natural taste every time.
Hey, sister. Papupun sanwan kasa. Just like I remember. Inquire. Jollof ne die. Jaika. Eye danka sankasa.
Hey, ente dwane na ma ukasa na sisa sisi.
Say Gino die. Efie ni fie.
This advert is FDA approved.
Yafimi give us the vibe. Now, Inshona Chile makes you thrive.
Yes, so it's time to enjoy, Charlie. Buy or renew your motor insurance and boom! Free work bonds and airtime for your sweat. Who don't like enjoyment?
From January to June 2025, Enterprise Insurance gives you more reasons to smile on the road. Insure today and enjoy free fuel coupons for your car and airtime for your phone.
Free fuel? Airtime too? Hey, Enterprise Insurance. Always your advantage.
Insure not Chile. It's simple. Insure and enjoy. Ready to secure your peace of mind and experience the fastest claims payment? Visit any of our branches or agency outlets nationwide. Connect with your insurance broker or enjoy the convenience of buying your insurance online through the Enterprise Advantage app today. Terms and conditions apply.
Enterprise, your advantage.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation. The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
Many are no complain, and grand so swamaba. Me say, baby, I'm gonna go a bit if you wale me na me bano. Sikasu so gumano, umi a drummy weba. Oje me sport to a friendly waga. A man of my dream and frame. Mama Minjimeni, Uko was so frame. A
18 minutes past 8, Citi Breakfast Show. Pay your school fees and residential fees with Zenith Bank. It's stress-free. Students of KNUST who have 50,000 freshers. I can't believe this. University of Ghana, UDS, UAW, UMAT, OLA, AIS, Ecor, Onsad, and many others can visit any Zenith Bank branch or use a school's designated merchant code to pay school and residential fees for students. For more information, go to zenithbank.com.gh or call Zenith direct on 0302-680-884. Government, I want you to find out how many people Legon admitted this year and also how many people Cape Coast admitted, because Tech has
the 50,000 is
I mean 11,000 postgraduate students and 39,000 freshers. That doesn't make sense for me. 11,000 postgraduate fresh and 39,000 undergraduate fresh. 50,000 students for KNUST. Now, are you a tertiary or high school graduate looking for employable skills to launch a career in tech? Code Train Africa is Ghana's premier software engineering and design training program, empowering hardworking individuals to take their place in the global tech space. Now, for the past 7 years, Code Train has trained over 700 software engineers with an 89% job placement rate within just 6 months of graduation with local and international companies. At Code Train, we don't just teach coding, we prepare you for the real world. Our practical bootcamp model gets you working on real-life projects that solve problems for both local and international companies, simulating an actual work environment. We offer 2-year professional training program in software engineering and UX design, in-person training at our East Legon campus, and interactive virtual options. For more information and admissions, go to codetrainafrica.com or call 0545 792 397. Financial freedom, peace of mind, smooth retirement, planning, etc. are nice phrases to hear, right? Well, at Old Mutual, they are not just mere phrases. They form the DNA of our very being. So whether it's making sure that your child's education is taken care of when you're no more, ensuring lives or savings to start a business or preparation for retirement, Old Mutual is that insurance company that cares for what truly matters to you most, being that certain friend in these uncertain times. So join us today. Call 0307 000 600 or visit oldmutual.com.gh for more information. Old Mutual, do great things every day. And Volkswagen wants to be part of every moment of your life, whether it's your start of a new family, your arrival on time for important social gatherings, or a family road trip, or chilling with your boys and girls on a weekend. The new Terramont will carry all your special moments in its renowned spacious 7-seater. Its 3.6-litre V6 petrol engine produces maximum power of about 280 horsepower. Be sure you will be at home and work quicker than expected. Now selling at 712,000 cedis. You may also call 025 795 6688 for more information about our range of models: the Virtus, the T-Cross, the T1, the Allspace, and the Terramont. 822. I know I only scratched the surface of the interview with Ahmed, and I know an interview will not solve all problems, but at least it gives some sense of clarity on where we are with the road. So I'm going to give him a few minutes to go to the office and check some information and come back to me and continue the interview, honestly, because
we'll continue today.
We have to, because the truth is that a lot of people are concerned about different roads, and when were the ministers?
That will never change.
And the ministers have been in office for at least a month, or it's not a month yet. No, like 2 weeks.
2.5, 3 weeks, yeah.
Is that enough time, or we should give them more time?
Enough time to do what?
For them to be able to give us a comprehensive overview of the road situation.
For the roads...
because they were sworn in 2 weeks ago.
Yes, but the roads should be enough time. Because there are people who work. It's not like the minister is the one going to look for the list. The list exists.
No, but the status of specific projects and why they've stalled.
Yes, but
and what has to be done to solve it.
Those things exist already. They will know. So the minister just has to... It's not like the minister is now going to tell people, go and find out why.
But what if he wants to audit? So, for example, what if there's a road that's stalled and the project is, say, 2 billion, and then he goes and finds that the road project, the value was to have been 1.5, and the project has stalled.
And the road then there will be no progress on any road.
I mean, I don't know. Because if I make you the boss of a new company, a company, you need some time to get the real information so you can answer why something is happening the way it is.
Yeah.
So if all these projects have stalled, we need a comprehensive response to why the projects are not moving.
Yeah, because
and what his plan is to solve it.
Most of the time will be funding, will it not?
Well, apparently some is litigation. So what they are telling us on this one, they say it's not even funding.
Oh, okay.
That's what, if Nasir is to be believed. So what I'm saying is that we need to get the ministry to give us more timely information about some of these roads. For example, Beach Road. So apparently, the Tema to Nungwa Beach Road has only one. They only have electric poles. There's no light on the poles. The road has been done. It's not been marked.
That stretch of road, starting from like the Sandbox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you drive there from 7 p.m., even you run into somebody.
He said, look, actually, from Labadi, actually, you don't even go to Sandbox. Start from Labadi Beach Hotel. Yeah. From Labadi Beach Hotel to Tema, it's a dead. Look,
it's completely dark.
I keep saying that this is, for me, is wickedness and dereliction. Because you see, you cannot expect people to drive at night on a road that you've not marked. You've not put street lights. You don't have reflectors. And the road is destroyed in portions.
Yeah. So you keep moving around.
I really want to. I wish I had a legal. We need a class action. I'm telling you, people who live
against the government.
Yes, people who live in and around La Tessin and Nungwa, they should come together and sue the government for endangering their lives. Beach Road.
We should all join that.
Beach Road from Tema. You know the Tema port. Look, Ghana, we are not serious.
I have my Google Maps record. I've used the route. So
See, you've expanded Tema Port to Community 2. Tema Port used to be at Community 1. It's put to Community 2. From that snit, there's a rail crossing there. You've redone the beach road. You don't have the sense to put one street light on it. You haven't marked the road. You just left the road like that for people to speed on it. You haven't put a reflector on the road. Like, why? In which serious society would this happen?
Say you wanted a road, they're giving you a road.
No, it is very annoying.
I know, but
it is. See, I think, you see, we've allowed our governments to take us for granted for too long.
The thinking behind it is, you want a road, we've given you the road. Forgetting that road comes with additional infrastructure.
Look, I was coming from the Tema last week in the night.
On the beach road?
Bro.
Wow.
And some cars are speeding. Some people are speeding as if and the road they even past that you are driving is like
undulating.
You know? Yeah. And you have a car stops on the road and the guy doesn't have a triangle. He just left the car there.
And you don't see anything.
And he's gone home. What is even annoying? You see, this is the country and people will go to hell. A policeman. No. See, no, wait. Let me finish. Police people, I don't know what's wrong with. You go and set up a police barrier before we enter the beach road. And you are shining torchlight in my face. For what purpose? Meanwhile, the road is not marked. Somebody has left his abandoned Peugeot on the road. You don't go and move it. You are standing torchlight in my face and asking me to carry on. Is that why you are there?
You know,
like what? Like how do we? Like what kind of nonsense is this? You have a beach road with no street markings, and then you stand, and then you are causing traffic. Yeah. So I am coming from Tema Port side. Yeah. And then the two police people are there and they put their torchlight in my face and ask me where am I going? Like, why the hell do you want to know where am I going? Why have I taken your money? Then where you are supposed to go and help people? Do you understand? You're asking me, and they set up these unnecessary barricades at night, and they're just look, you are from Tema roundabout, Community 9 roundabout towards Ashaiman. A police person puts a barrier there, causes traffic like 2 kilometers. And they have nothing sensible to ask you. They just look at your face and say you carry on. Like, why on earth will you do that? Meanwhile, there are a whole roads which are pitch black. Like, why do we treat our citizens with so much disdain? You know, and people are like, I don't know. It is so annoying. Honestly, it is so annoying.
Even the barrier that they have in Tesano from our office is right in the cave. It's right in the cave.
Why?
You know, so if you think about when we are coming from the office, you will see it because of how you are coming. But if someone is coming from the noble house side, they might not see it. And depending on how fast they are going, it could be an accident. Why can't they move the barrier back? If you mention it to them, the police will look at you that don't tell me how to do my job and things. But you are right in the cave. You're in the blind spot.
I mean, anyway, you finish. Slowly but surely, I'll get the road minister. He's new, so it's fresh. It's not his fault, but he has a lot of work to do.
Yes.
He has a lot of work to do.
We'll get our street lights in, I think, It's been 40. It's been 7. It's
We're
been
in the
70.
30s now. I think
We're down from
36.
40.
I think about 36 days.
Okay.
And the street lights are still very, very dark.
Oh,
good morning.
But there's time. She said 50 days, so we are here.
So what you do everything on the 11th hour?
Oh, but they said they'll do it in 50 days, so they have a deadline.
Now, if you are looking for litigation-free land, contact Royal Kingdom Estate. We specialize in land acquisition, construction, design, property management, and more. Our properties are in prime areas, Accra and Ebri. We have land starting at 90,000 cedis. We offer flexible payment plans. We have affordable homes that range from 2-bedroom and premium furnished apartments for short rentals in East Airport. Visit us at Cantonments opposite Soul Clinic International School. Call 055-755-909 or 0272-77880. Send us an email, info@Royal Kingdom Estate. Royal Kingdom Estate, we're building communities and nurturing dreams. So what if I told you that you can do banking without having to keep an eye on those extra charges sneaking in? Zero fees. But here's what's really sets Affinity apart. For people like you, the ones with big plans, small businesses, side projects, or just the drive to make things happen, Affinity is all about giving you the right tools to keep your banking simple and help you grow. So whether you're starting something small, managing your finances, or just getting through the day-to-day, they are here to make it easier. So you are not just getting a bank, you are joining a community that's on your side. If that sounds like something you would want to be a part of, it's easy. Just dial *229# to get the app or check out affinityghana.com. With Affinity, you're not just banking, you're in. So, Charlie, the enjoyment is real. Enjoyment is real. From January to June this year, Enterprise Insurance is giving you more reasons to smile on the road. Buy or renew your existing motor insurance policy and enjoy amazing rewards. We have free fuel coupons for your car and airtime for your phone. It's that simple. Insure, not Chile. We have over 100 years of trusted experience with us. You're good to go. Enterprise Insurance is rated AAA by the GCR for financial strength and claims payment ability. Terms and conditions apply. Enterprise is your advantage. Bisame, if it's all you're thinking about is how to maximize and grow your business, just Bisame. With the Bisame app, you can increase your sales, and if you want to sell your phone, any property you have, you can do that easily. And if you're a business person, you want to increase your sales, what you have to do is to register your business, and then you reach more customers. With the Bisame app, we have the security, in-video security feature that assures you of your security. Locates the item you want to buy or sell from any social media platform. Inform Bisame. The seller is called to bring the item to the office for inspection before you make payment, and then we ship the item off to you. Download Bisame app on the Google Play Store or the App Store today and unlock endless possibilities. Grow your business, connect with customers, enjoy success with ease.
Now, I'm reliably informed that there's massive gridlock on the George Walker Bush Highway, also known as N1. This is for those driving from Awoshi towards Achimota Overpass. The trotters are having a field day using other access roads to join the main road. It's chaotic. You would have thought you need police there. You would have thought this when you need police. But they are doing visibility at night, shining torchlight in people's faces. Charlie, you know, the business as usual has to end, though. Guys, you know, for me, it's disheartening. You get reports from communities who say they are having robbery attacks, and it's difficult to even get a police post there. Then you have deployment at night on roads, which are of no consequence in my view. I mean,
and the funny thing is, even if you know how to the area, you can just drive around it.
Yeah. So what's the point in setting up that thing? I don't know. Maybe I need to go and I need to go to policing school to understand how they work.
You will not understand.
They said it's a deterrent for crime at night. This is what people say.
I don't believe this. I don't believe it to be true. There should be deployment. Let me give an example. This Tesano area, or Tesano area where the radio TV is. When there are events and lots of cars park at night, then you can say let's do police visibility, because people may come and look for people's cars to break into. So the visibility should be intelligent. That means it should react to what is happening. So let's assume there's a party somewhere in the night at East Legon. You send police visibility there to prevent crime. But to just have a random police post at the entry to the beach road from Tema at 9 p.m. and say that is police visibility, that's just laziness, and that's basically business as usual. Yes, you need to Charlie. It's not like the things on esoteric astrophysics be that here. Let's stop insulting post intelligence.
Are you a policeman?
People are just used to doing things without. You see, this is what happens in every workplace in Ghana. Even you, sometimes you come on and things business as usual. Let's come on air. Let's read the news. Let's go home. That's what it is. It's nothing to do with any intelligence, anything. What intelligence? There are people.
So you don't believe there's a plan?
There are hotspots for crime. Crime for policing they don't have. There are times people commit crimes. There are places and circumstances that call for police visibility. We don't follow. Every evening you put somebody as on barrier to cause 2 hours of traffic and you tell me you're doing police visibility. What are you doing?
Someone broke my window this weekend, actually, speaking about
Look at that.
I went out, I was parked outside the nightclub. I came back, my window had been smashed. There was glass inside.
But there was no laptop in your...
No, they had rummaged inside.
There was nothing.
I don't keep things in my... Because if I'm going out at night, I know that I'll be out late. I'll go home before I drop my
If
stuff.
they are taking your thing and you are going to a police station, you'll be surprised at what they will even tell you when you go there.
Oh no, it happened to a friend of mine. His phone was stolen at a nightclub as well. He went to the police. He did find my iPhone. He showed them where the iPhone is, and the police
they were not willing to go.
They laughed. They told him that we don't go there.
Look at that.
So we don't go there. So that your phone is.
You see.
Better.
Meanwhile, technology has even invested in by happened to my friend.
Finding the property.
You know, so Charlie, they should come and you see. This is the thing here. You'll be doing this lazy work, and somebody else comes and does it the better way, and then you start feeling bitter. If you don't improve yourself, whether you are police or whatever, things will pass you by. And we cannot advance a society if people in the public sphere don't take it upon themselves to mind the public business. Okay? All this showboating we are doing, going to post funerals to dance, and that's what we are supposed to do. let's do the work. How can you have... Charlie, it has even the beach road lack of street lights has annoyed me. So when I even thought of the visibility has even made things worse. Anyway, you read some comments.
Okay, let me read messages.
Since emotions have come into play.
Abik will help me here. Okay, good morning.
Yeah, I'm going to the top.
All right, so let's read some of your comments. 054-998-6996.
This AC says, Bernard, I live at Tishinunga and the beach road is just so dangerous at night. On many occasions, I've seen cars run into or over the medians.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Simple road markings will go a long way. Bernard, kindly ask him why the government didn't take it upon itself earlier to do a survey to mark out the ROW areas using the road design to finish all litigation issues even before giving out the contract. This is one of the reasons most projects get bloated in financing. Good morning, Bernard and team. Any update on the Darwenya Road and what plans there are for it? We are suffering too much. This is Nana from Community 25. Gabriel Salasi from Manet says, good morning, guys. Talking about the road. The Lekma Manet Road is lacking street lights. Not a single street light is working. Please, Bernard, ask about the contract on the Budumbura Winneba Road. There are a lot of access roads. Why aren't they working on it? The dust is killing us. Daniel from Ashalibuchi says, there are no street light installation along the Tema Sakumono Beach Road towards Junction Mall. Not a single street light. As an Uber driver, I'm always concerned about my life when driving along the stretch. No road markings, no reflectors, absolutely nothing.
I really need a lawyer who will help us to do a class action to sue either a government or a contractor or some ministry on...
Sue the city.
I'm sure we can sue the districts for
the
lights.
municipality, yes.
Yeah.
Nah, I really need that. Pokwasi says, did the PRO say work has stalled? The PRO said the work has not stalled.
Yeah.
Tell him to take an unannounced visit. Ofanko to Pokwasi is still not completed and causing a lot of inconvenience to motorists. The narrowing of the road and uneven surface still persists, and the dust challenges. And he's saying what? The contractor should at least finish the Ofankwama Saman stretch for us to enjoy some relief. Emmanuel Mensa Amekwade from Medina says, good morning, guys. The Charlie highways to Rest Junction is in a terrible state.
Very terrible.
Potholes are turning into manholes. What used to be a 5-minute drive now takes an hour. From Maya Hot Junction, opposite Ayalo Terminal to highways. We are pleading with Honorable Agbocha. This road needs urgent attention.
Which place is this?
Maya
it says
Hot
from Maya Hot Junction.
It's deadly.
To highways.
It's deadly.
Stephen B. from Accra says, Bernard, those issues of litigation basically have to do with ownership. In that case, the contractor can pay the compensation to an interest-yielding escrow account pending the determination of who owns what by the court.
Okay.
Watering of roads under construction. Bernard, good morning. As the Ofanko road has been raised, let me also Agama Lizard some. Please plead with the contractor working on the Kaswa-Winneba road. We acknowledge that they are doing well with the work. They should also know it's human beings who live along that stretch. At least they should put water on the road. The dust is too much. How will it do us any good if motorists and residents end up with incurable respiratory conditions after the road is completed? Gloria Dede Kosilate says this one. Bernard, the gentleman is not being entirely truthful. All the retaining walls from Kuntunse to Samsam junctions are done. They should fill that portion and make it a bit comfortable. Also, if that's the case, can't the internal lanes or roads be worked on to ease pressure on the main road? Good morning, guys. He didn't mention Tamaran about to Aflao and Tamaran about to Akosombo. There is no seriousness attached to it. This is coming from Gaspi. There's another one wants an update on the Dawenya Road. Temakosombo Road and Temadawenya Road again comes up. But as you speak, Akwetiman is at a standstill due to stalled construction. The only alternative route to Achimota Old Station is from Tantra Hills and Kingsby. That has been closed to traffic for a while now. I already spent an hour on a distance that should not take 10 minutes. We need help. This is Borisa. Now, me again says, if there's litigation in some parts, why not focus on the areas without litigation and give motorists relief? She's asking. Good morning. It is frustrating using the Amasaman in Sawam Road. I stay at Satellite and work at Mamobi. I have to ply this road daily. Apart from the difficulty in navigating the road, the dust on the road is unbearable. And talk of my vehicle, which breaks down every now and then. Bernard, I can't. I am contemplating moving to live in the family house at Bubuashi.
Sorry, where is Satellite?
Kuntunse.
Okay, and work at Mamobi.
Yeah.
So every day.
Yeah, this Jonathan sending this from West. Big help push up for me. The wearing course of the beach road is not done, so the road cannot be marked.
What is the wearing course? The last one.
I don't know.
So what about street lights? Do you need the wearing course for the street lights too? So the wearing course is the last layer. So give us street lights.
Dr. Victor Caesar says the PRO's update on the Ofanko Pokwasi road is inaccurate. The contractor has left site with all his workers. So much dust and traffic. It's terrible. A stretch from the Pokwasi interchange to Ofanko that ordinarily takes about 3 minutes now takes 45 minutes to complete. We are tired of this project. Over 2 years since its inception. So much inconvenience, especially in the morning. Kwame Agboja, act quickly. The entire Liberation Road self has no street lights. Not Beach Road. Celebration Road self don't get. It is Beach Road you want. A city in darkness.
Oh my God.
If Liberation Road, but I just explain to people where Liberation Road is, so they know what's
It's the main road that leads to the office of the president.
Yes. So it says the Liberation Road. When you are driving to the president's office in the evening, you are driving in darkness.
So Liberation Road, just like maybe basically from Accra Mall going into town, in front of Jubilee House.
Yes.
37, all of that.
Access to sites in construction is usually the employer's responsibility. The contractor has every right to claim for delays if it affects the project and incurs loss to the contractor. On the issue of contracting in Ghana cities, it is practically impossible for major infrastructure projects beyond the 12-month construction period. The problem is the unstable city. So pricing in USD is basically a risk mitigation measure for the city's volatility. Building materials are sourced in Ghana, but we all know how goods respond to city depreciation. This is Patrick from Takwa.
Patrick, I'm interested in knowing the components that are dollar sensitive, because yes, I admit that diesel prices may be affected by dollar, but even that diesel is sold in cedis, and diesel prices don't rise that much over a 2-year period. The issue with aggregates.
Ben, are we sure diesel prices don't rise that much?
But hedging it, you can mark for inflation without hedging it in dollars. You can say that if diesel rise maybe 3% per month over the period itself. The dollar thing is my challenge, because you see, and it's also a thinking issue. You have road to build. Most of the building material is here.
Is it really? I feel like we import, because we import
to build the road.
No, we import so much. It's like what I mean.
Okay, let's use the Akratema motorway, the road they are building. The government said to us that they now have a company that creates bitumen in Ghana.
In fact, most of the contractors have their own bitumen making plants.
Yes, some of the material may be imported, but even that, you have an oil industry which may have, but you have the main aggregate is sand and rocks that you don't import. In fact, Chinese companies come to Ghana and have quarry companies that exploit rock and sell back to us. Like, we are just not serious.
Maybe it's the machinery. I just feel like because our economy, there's so much we don't make. I'm wondering what we do and what we do not make. I don't know anything as much about our roads, but we just import so much. I can understand it.
Okay, Bernard, this one says, guys, good morning. So he's making reference to the road I complained about, the bad stretch on the Zongo Junction stretch to BHB Circle. Says we should get the team to check that. Please know that the dust on the Nsawam Accra highway is getting worse. This highway will be completed with citizens along the stretch having respiratory diseases. The dust is terrible, and the rough nature of the road is nothing good to write about. The mid-year Kotoku Papasi road is equally in very bad shape, with an 8-kilometer stretch drive taking a period of 55 minutes. This is productive hours lost, and with the Nsawam stretch of about 33 kilometers taking 2 hours of productive hours, something swift should be done about this. The drip project should kick in to make at least some of the community roads more trouble. The Adenta barrier to Oyibi stretch is in a terrible state. Old barrier Botiano Road is also in a terrible state. Community 25 TT Brothers stretch of the motorway extension is also in a bad shape. Some of our road contractors are not prioritizing the safety of citizens and road users. Please use your great platform to call the attention of authorities to address these issues. I am sure this has not come to the mind of Godfrey yet, as he often seems to not address these issues. Well, David from Adenta, the issue is this. I tend not to drive around Accra.
Which area?
The Tema parts of town.
I use those places.
Yes,
more.
that is Bernard's part of town. If you are looking for Accra West,
that's where you're a champion.
Yes. As a rule, and Bernard knows, as a rule,
you don't use the motorway.
I don't use the motorway. I don't use the N1. There are a lot of roads that I have deemed
death traps.
Death traps. I like my life the way it is. So yeah, I don't drive in Accra a lot.
So if you are going to Tema, but now you are screwed because if you are going to Tema, the beach road is even now also dangerous.
Nothing takes me to Tema. My brother lives in Tema. Asking the last
what if there's a match?
My brother lives in Tema. Asking the last time.
Okay, if your team, if your coach team, if your
my brother visits me.
So, okay, no, but if you have, if you have a match, well, it's a very nice park. I saw a very nice.
Oh yes, there's a very nice park
at Community 11.
Yeah,
a very beautiful pitch behind the Community 11 school.
Yeah.
Nicely fenced. Yeah. The grass is very green.
You should stream the game. I watch it on my phone.
So you ain't going to Tema for no reason?
No. The last time I went to Tema, I used the beach road. But once I realized it was chaotic and it was taking too much time, I decided, look.
You abandoned it?
I abandoned it. If they ever complete it, I'll consider using the beach road to get there. But as a general rule, there are large swaths of Accra I don't drive. So like the Achimota.
But you the Pokwasi?
No. I tried it once, Bernard. I gave up.
So where do you go?
I don't go anywhere. That's what I'm telling you. So my part of town, Osu, Labadi, Kanesi. I don't do Botiano. I don't do anything.
I don't have that luxury.
Yeah, you have a lot of things to do.
Next week I have a program at what's the name of Awintia's area? Someplace Committee 22.
And let me
and 22 you have to go through Bechile.
And let me just use this opportunity to give me to talk. Don't invite me to programs in that part of town. If you are my friend, don't expect me to visit you.
Oh, Charlie.
Call me, we'll talk.
in this small Accra.
Yes. No, but Bernard, why would I do that? Look, there was an evening.
But you can even sometimes drive a 4-wheel drive.
Yes.
And still you can't drive in. Then what do people like Susu and Caleb say? No, you have a strong 4-wheel drive.
I don't use my car when I have to go to certain places. I use my mother's car.
The fact that I drive an SUV does not mean that I should willingly offer my life for the gods of Labadi. They should not take it.
The road is terrible.
Anyway, let's talk about driving. Like me personally, driving is the biggest stress in my life. Yeah. Like I can't.
Oh wow.
Seriously, like when I don't have to. Like when I was in London, I didn't have to drive. I could feel my stress level had gone down. Like I could feel I was way more relaxed.
Wow.
Drive is. The drivers are bad. Let's be honest. The driving culture is bad. The roads are bad. There's traffic. It's dusty. There's people touching your car, touching your window and things. It's just there's too much going on. It's really not a pleasant experience, honestly. And I feel like a lot of these stress-related things, I'm saying a lot of people, if they stop driving, their stress will go down 50%.
Bernard, whilst we talk about that, the road infrastructure on many, in terms of maintenance, also is really poor. There is a road you use to get to Nsawam when you're in Abri, so that you don't have to get all the way to Accra. It's called the Pokrom Pokrum Road. If you drive through Abri, you can get through Pokrum to get to Nsawam. Now, it's a very hilly road that's curvaceous. So for those who know it, it can be very dangerous. It's like the Koforidia roads, but the guide rails along the very top of the road that's very hilly, it's all gone. I think people have crashed into it, and these have not been replaced. So I'm just drawing the attention of the authorities to go take a look at that. And then the expansion joints. We complained about the one on the Presec Medina stretch on the flyover. It's been fixed. If you go to the Malam stretch, the Malam interchange, the expansion joints there has still not been done. It causes a lot of traffic. What happened was they asphalted the roads but left the expansion joints, and it doesn't fit the level of the asphalt. So it's the distress it causes pedestrians is just too much.
Listeners are insisting that we should tell the road ministry that the Ofanko work has stalled. And that there is nobody on site. And that if Mr. Nasir claims that it is litigation that has caused part of the problem,
come for a trip.
Because they are saying that there's nothing going on the road.
People are challenging it.
Yeah, so this thing about litigation is possibly true for some part. But they are insisting that there's nothing going on the road. So they have to come out and answer.
You see, but Bernard, these are the things that when you talk about ministers who work and how we should judge the political appointees who come to take over ministries, this complaint you're making is 10 years old. Roads without streetlights, roads that are left unmarked, old roads that need remarking that are left. Contractors working on roads who take the safety of citizens for granted. There has to be a point where somebody comes and says, for the 4 years or the 8 years that I am in charge,
this is not going to happen.
This will not happen. Under me, you will see a more responsible construction culture, a more responsible road culture. Even just that will make such a... It's not even about just finishing the road, though. Just the little things that show that you are thinking about the general safety of citizens. That alone will make such a big difference. Look at the number of people who are complaining about the dust on the Budumburam stretch.
Terrible.
That is not something that ordinarily they should complain
and
about.
Who supervises that? That because somebody has given a project to do and is doing a road for you, he can let you inhale dust for 6 months.
Yes.
And you should be happy because he's building a road for you.
And what happens with that is normally what they don't take into consideration, it ends up ruining the local economy.
Yes,
because
it destroys companies.
It destroys a lot of businesses which are on that side because they can't stand the dust. Nobody is coming there. Those who live along that side are always painting their walls or doing something. Hawkers have to move away because the food suddenly becomes unhygienic. There are so many things.
And when people move their business from there, it doesn't come back.
It doesn't come back.
Remember the Teshi Link Road? For a long time, that road was dusty. A lot of people moved their businesses from there.
Yes, I'll tell you. So when they were constructing I'll give you an example. When they were constructing the General Achampon Highway from Dansoman last stop all the way through, that stretch used to be one of the busiest commercial stretches. So you had Timberland, you had Gold House. Before the market came in, like it used to be very, very, very vibrant properly. The period within which
the road construction
took place, all those businesses vanished.
This also happened across from the University of Ghana, where the Total was.
Right.
There used to be the
so on
pizza,
the run,
the pizza inn and different things. If you see what happened to all those things.
Yeah, by the time they were done, and this one I'm even talking about even just the small businesses. Yeah. There was a woman who had a very popular fried yam business at Exhibition. It went away. Gold House Wachi at the time and their meat pie. It was what everybody used to live off. Because of they had to shut down.
So it means also
we
that
need these people we need our policymakers to be considerate.
Do you know what it also means? There's not enough intelligence collaboration. So the local authority, the road ministry, the transport people, and all of that don't seem to work. And let me give you two examples So let me give you a good example and a bad example.
Okay.
So a good example. Okay, not a good example, an average example. On the I call it Mahama Runabout. So they're trying. So this is what happened. Since they did the flower pot interchange, you realize that there's a lot of traffic in the mornings for those who are coming from East Legon and Tema towards Accra to the Gifford Road using the Mahama Runabout. So when they get to the interchange to Gifford Road, where they bear right, there's a lot of traffic. So they are trying to expand. They're trying to create more space for the right turn onto the Gifford Road. In the same vein, in the evenings, when people are coming from Gifford Road 37 towards Bema Company, they are now coming to Mahama Runabout to use the Adenta or Tema. There's a lot of traffic at the Mahama Runabout, which leads to Leicester Hospital. So again, they are trying to create more space around the runabout by expanding all the 4 sort of outlets. I don't know how to put it. So basically, the 4 main routes will have more space.
I get it.
So all this is good. Now, it caused traffic. So on Saturday, we used that route, and it was a lot of traffic between Palace Mall and Mahama Runabout. But the good thing is that in the evening, they have digital road signage. That tells you that they are working. Good. Now, that's a good example of a considerate work. Now, let me give you a bad example. Presec Legon. Now, when you're coming from IPS Junction, those who know the road, we call it IPS Junction.
Yeah, there's some food.
IPS Junction to Atomic Junction, Presec is in between. Now, there's a footbridge they are constructing. The contractor is not customer centric. The jersey barrier is yellow and red. That's all there is to it. There's no reflector. There's no way anybody using that road at night will even know there's a road construction going on. Now, unlike the Mahama Runabout, where they've put digital road signage and neon lights to tell you that there's a road construction going on, when you get to IPS Junction,
nothing.
In fact, the most dangerous part of this is that if you are driving from Medina, so you get to Firestone and you are from Atomic Junction, you go over the interchange, over the overpass, and then the road comes down to Presec. The inner lane disappears after like 300 meters, and you will not know.
True.
So you can be speeding and realize that the people have blocked the road and you don't know. And I'm saying to myself, why on earth will a contractor on a busy highway, which they call it the JJ Rawlings Highway, basically take over 2 lanes, one for those going to Legon, one for those coming from Legon, without any prior knowledge? And that footbridge, I don't think they'll finish that footbridge in a year. It doesn't even look like they are doing anything on it. Okay, so this is the kind of thing that a road, you see, this is the thing. We have to lift the veil on contractors. We have to, because now they are saying there are a lot of local contractors. Well, they must understand the duty of care they owe road users. To just take over 1 lane of a road and leave 2 or 3 jersey barriers there and expect that drivers will know what you are doing, it's completely dereliction. And the supervising authority, the highway authority or urban roads, should not allow such things to happen. You see, for me, people don't think about the road user when they are doing a road. They are thinking about the person giving the contract and how much money they will make. They are not thinking about the benefit of the road to us, the temporary inconvenience they cause, and how to mitigate it. And that culture has to change. There are so many road constructions going on with no respect for the user of the road. They don't pour water on the road enough for it not to be dusty. They don't give you prior notice of what they are doing.
Access roads.
And the time they choose to do the work. Rush hour. Rush hour is when you decide that you are going to do a part of a road. There's just no customer centricity. And I feel like we, the listeners and users of roads, we have allowed this to happen. Somebody needs to start suing.
When you talk about the police barriers also, around the Presec area where they are doing the footbridge that's causing a lot of traffic, the police set up barriers there too.
Do you remember just before the open flower pot, we spoke about this same thing for like weeks, that every week they are changing something on the road. They don't tell us what they are changing. But it's like they don't hear, they don't care.
Let me give you another one. Near your place. Teshi. They call it Agbeniza Manet Road.
Yeah.
That
road
one
that goes in front of Lekma. Is it that one?
No. There's a road that connects Palace Mall, Flower Pot, to Teshi.
That road that's like in front of the GP.
Bro, every week they are doing something. So like the road is 3 lanes. As in three roads.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
so
about.
So there's the one which takes you to Teshi. The one brings you to Palace and one in the middle.
Yeah.
Today you are going to block one. They are putting this thing.
Yes.
Next week they block this. Like
and you know sometimes
like the people are just not. You see, this for me, we have allowed this. So we Ghanaians, we have allowed this. There's no respect for human. Look, even do a radio advert and say, users of this road, next week we are doing this. Don't even say. You wake up today, they block the road. Then some church tours block 1 lane. Next week they are deciding to seal.
I know the one you're talking about.
It's just
because I use the road very regularly.
It's terrible.
They'll just come and put those plastic barriers.
Jersey barriers.
To block one road, and that's it. It just means you can't pass the road. Or they'll block 1 lane because they're going to paint it or whatever every time.
But a lot of messages this morning, so let me just spend some time also.
Minister Agboja, you have a lot of. Yeah. I want to say something, Minister Agboja. You are an architect. You are from the built environment. So a minister from the built environment is either an architect, a civil engineer or engineer of any kind, or a BT person, or even a land economy person. It means that you know standards. A lot of the contractors are taking us for granted. You have to crack the whip. You have to put your agencies in shape. A lot of them could do the contractors to rob us. They don't take our life seriously. They don't prioritize our safety. You have to get your agencies, instead of fighting for whether to be road whatever they call it, road authority or highways, they have to start prioritizing our safety. You have a lot of work to do. We'll list the things you have to do later, but you read the messages.
Let me read the messages because there are a lot of them, Bernard. Bernard, I'm on my way to Weja. The gridlock on the George Walker Bush highways from La Paz Junction,
footbridges
just before the Malam interchange.
Yeah.
This is Kwame from Hacho.
Yeah.
So if our leaders travel, don't they see how roads are built? The road markings, light, and the decorations along the side roads? No. Good morning, City. If the PR is saying that this is because of litigation, then why has the road stopped from Saperman to Sawam? The road is 10 lane, 6 lanes inside the existing road, which can be done whilst waiting for the court to settle its issues. From Sawam. Bernard, please talk about the barriers transitions, just at the DVLA junction. Prince Henry from Koforidua says, good morning. The most terrible road in the Eastern region is the road leading from Suhum to Koforidua, the regional capital. Innocent souls are dying on this road. No street lights, and during the night it is very dangerous.
Very, very, very. No street markings, no street lights, and the road is undulating.
It is undulating.
This is from your village, yes, where you were, Nankasi.
It is very. I use the road.
Deadly.
No, I used the road recently. You know, even from Suhum through to Koforidua, that main road used to be very, very good.
What
undulating.
That's where he was living.
Oh, by you.
He used to live at Nankasi, but that's where our orphanage is.
Yeah, no, why?
No, that's Basco. Basco is a bit of a distance from Nankasi.
Hemmed in by
like you are Dansuma. You don't want to go to Tema. I've been to Nankasi. Now to have a
who asked you to go?
But that's where he was living.
Yeah, I know. So he's left there.
He wants to visit the people.
Don't go back.
No.
Why should he go back?
I know, but the main point, the Koforidua Suhum road
has to be fixed.
It has deteriorated beyond reason, and it's not proper.
And this is the chief of staff. That's his constituency.
Yes.
In fact,
he contested
the first time I saw Julius Debra's picture.
Yes,
Charlie,
he was gunning for MP on the NDC ticket.
The poster
slim man.
He lost.
The poster wasn't even nice.
No, now he's a big man.
This was the time that this guy
Opariansa
and Brian Apitampo were fighting for the seat. Yes. Charlie, Julius Debra has some poster. The poster in graphics there are no force.
Bernard and team 2 days ago, I almost knocked somebody down during the night. We are literally driving blind at night. We are frustrated on the roads at night, as if the no street lights on the roads were not enough. Bad and that's roads literally wear down our cars faster than normal. The minister needs to step up. Fire from Adenta. DJ Fire, good morning. Good morning, guys. Around UPSA Junction heading to Medina. There's construction around UPSA Junction heading to Medina.
Yes.
On the main road, and this has narrowed the street. Why would anyone dig a pit on the main road when you are not ready to complete it? This is Nelson complaining from Mile 7. Good morning, Bernard and team. For the Beach Road project, I live at Sakumona Estate and use the road on a daily basis. There isn't a single street light or road marking on the Beach Road. Portions of the uncompleted section is getting worse by the day, specifically Kantamanto towards Barrier. there's severe traffic around the Brigade to A-Life Supermarket section due to neglect of the bridge. And then finally, around the Peshi Lagoon Bridge area. This is Engineer Kingsford at Tanga. Please remember the road from Oyibi Main Junction to Apollonia through to Ashaiman. It has deteriorated. I don't understand why a road that was constructed a few years ago would go so bad after only a couple of months. Thank you, William from Oyibi. Good morning. I'd like to bring to your attention some pressing concerns regarding the state of our roads. Specifically, 1, the George Walker Bush Highway. It's lax road markings. 2, there are no street lights along the 37 airport stretch. 3, the Accra Girls stretch is also without street lights. The absence of this basic infrastructure is making our roads hazardous for users.
But can you imagine
this is
someone
Doris.
come fresh to Ghana, leave the airport and no street lights?
Do you know what we need to do now? Do you know what you need to do, Godfrey? I think beyond ministers here, we need to line up agency heads for public hearings.
Like
I'm seriously.
Like they do in America, right?
You see, if we want our democracy to improve,
it's true. They can't hide.
Head of highways, head of urban roads,
Shine the light
head
on
of
them.
feeder roads, have a town hall meeting, invite people to come and ask you questions. It's part of governance because you are supervising essentially what is killing people. And basically, they never get to be held before parliament. Only the politicians get to answer. If you are head of urban roads, how do you answer for this kind of thing that's going on in the city?
Or even a parliamentary committee, the way they do it in America, when they put
the committee can put them, yes.
Yeah, we should be doing that.
No, seriously. Okay. The parliamentary committee should start hauling these officials for public hearings, live on television.
Benji Namanfo says, guys, that Tema Beach Road is a death trap at night. I used the road one night last year, and unfortunately, it was very foggy and dark. Right after crossing the railway from the harbour headed towards Junction Mall, I always found my way into another lane. It was terrible. Yeah. I had to drive at 40 kilometers or 40 km per hour.
And you have to put on your high beams.
Yes.
And Charlie, if you don't take care, you will run into something. If somebody parks their car on that road without a triangle or light,
Bernard, this is Fred from the airport. Says, the police just do look face security. And he has put look face quotes. How do they deter with a post at one point while constant patrol could cover the whole selected section? Their knowledge in security is a bit questionable. Aloski, good morning. The police create those barriers and stop to collect 5 cedis. I traveled from Accra to Ho 3 weeks ago. I felt bad for the driver. He pulled his money at 10 stops. You pull down, you pay, then you go. It's pathetic. David Agbeko from Ho. Good morning, Bernard. The Lateshi Tema Road has this military establishment with their main gates there, including the Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Center. And there are no street lights.
Can you imagine?
What are the military leaders also doing about it? Good morning, Citi FM.
Yeah.
The police
speaking about that, when you
hold on, let me finish.
Yeah.
Please, the police who are the other side of the Citi Brothers to phone Barrier Road are making things difficult for us law-abiding citizens. They are still collecting 20 Ghana cedis per driver. These are not
where's this?
Are making Akuba.
Where's this?
Akuba says the other side of the Citi Brothers to Barrier Road.
Look at that.
Says the police officers they are making life very difficult for them. Good morning. My name is Nilante. I'd like to contribute to the discussion on roads by highlighting the issue of toll booths. I'd like to propose an idea to the road minister through your platform. Considering the challenges faced by road users at toll booths, I suggest that toll booth collection be categorized and incorporated into the DVLA payment. This way, all car users can contribute their fair share. By doing so, we can reduce traffic congestion, minimize time wastage, and conserve fuel. Thank you. Good morning, Bernard team. And please don't forget the needless checkpoints on the Ho Accra Road. The most annoying one is the Sikuma Junction one, where passengers are asked to get down and walk and cross the barrier and rejoin the vehicles. Where else in Ghana does this happen? David from Community 22. Let me read this again. Good morning, Bernard team. Please don't forget the needless checkpoints on the Ho Accra Road. The most annoying one is the Sikuma Junction, where passengers are asked to get down, walk and cross the barrier, and rejoin the vehicles. Where else in Ghana?
Is that a customs checkpoint?
I don't know.
If it's customs, I can understand that.
Last week, I had somebody coming from Hohoi to Accra, and the person was telling me that, when I get to Sikuma, I'll get out. Like, why would you get down at Sikuma? And he says, when you get there, you have to get out of the car. I was like, is that part of the trip?
No, I think there's a customs stop there.
Okay.
And for customs,
you get down and then you go, so that they check the car.
I think so. I think it's customs.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So you walk. You have to also stretch your legs.
Stretch your legs. Yeah.
It's good. Because when you sit down too long, you get blood clots and things. So it's good.
Okay. So somebody says George from Airport City says the traffic on the George Walker Bush Highway is due to a broken down military vehicle at Tema Station near the footbridge construction area. The 4 lanes have been reduced to just 1.5. Hello, Ben. To drive in Accra is very, very stressful. I love driving, and I have driven to every part of Ghana, but driving in Accra is just so stressful. We used to drive to release stress. Now you just can't do that because there's a motorbike doing something funny around you. There are people crossing anywhere. Tractor drivers are loading and picking passengers from every point. Then there is traffic. You will buy fuel and use all of it in traffic. You will leave home happy and return stressed just because of driving in Accra. Abdul from Nandom. Good morning, guys. The Fanko-Pokwasi road situation is very true. I just used the road on Thursday and there's nothing happening on that road. Guys, why does the man keep stressing on indigenous company? They are all Chinese contractors who are working with local laborers on the motorway. This is new from Trasako alleging.
Sometimes they use Chinese supervisors, but they are Ghanaian contractors.
Yes.
They are Ghanaian contractors.
Bernard, I agree with you. Some of the police barriers are a nuisance. Every other day, motor riders snatch phones along the Medina Ashali Boche Road.
Look at that.
Where are the police to stop these riders when they speed off after a heist? The Minister of Road... okay, this one is not clear. Okay, Abrokwa is not very happy with Mr. Yati this morning. Hi, guys. Regarding cars that are abandoned when they break down along the roads, how do you expect the police to tow such cars? Whose money would they use to facilitate that? That's why you guys should have supported the initiative that was introduced to levy drivers for towing purposes. Good morning, Team CBS. I want you to ask the new minister when the Ashaiman Katamanso and other adjoining roads will be fixed. Yao Chris from Ashaiman. Let them take 2 more and then hand over back to you.
A lot of comments.
Yeah, people are not very happy with the roads. Amasaman and Samuel Making was speaking enough about that road.
Read it.
Okay.
I want them to hear it.
Amasaman and Samuel Road is in very terrible and unmutterable condition. The road is not watered regularly as well. Lord have mercy on us living in these areas.
Do you need a court case to allow? Do you need the court case to water a road?
I use this.
Or the court says don't water road until
they say it's expensive doing it.
They say the court injunction.
But it's the problem. It's expensive. Factor it into the cost because breathing dusty air is more expensive to the economy. People will die.
Bernard, the police barricades on the road in the evening is devastating. You will be in traffic till you get to the police with the torchlight and they'll ask you what's up for the evening.
And then Friday.
What do you have for him? And these are the spots. Of Fanko barrier to Tantra Runabout. Okay. Pig Farm to Abilinkpe.
Sharp.
Nima police station to Paloma is the most annoying.
Nima police station to where?
Yes. Paloma. This is the most annoying one.
Well, there's a barrier there too.
Yes.
Sunday I was in it for it was like 12. I was in that traffic for 30 minutes.
Just to get to a police barrier. Then after
just to get I was so annoyed.
They just put it there for me it's insensitivity to the public plight. And also I think that it's business as usual. There should be you see, you shouldn't be predictable.
But maybe that's also a conversation and I've suggested this before. One of these days, we should bring the MTTD here and ask them
if they still have the embargo lifted on them to talk.
Yeah, but then how do you? Because you see,
for 3 years, 4 years,
they must educate. They must educate the general public on some of these things.
They said they have police TV.
So for me to understand, I should go and watch police TV.
Yeah. Police TV. I actually wish I was joking.
I was in a good mood, but now you are trying to annoy me.
They're even on DSTV.
No, they do news 3 and English.
There's a whole police. There's a policemen talking to other policemen.
So do they explain the barriers and
maybe they do?
Okay, then please, they should do a show and tell us when it is going to happen. So
that we can all watch the station first.
Well, do they do news?
Yes. No, they do.
They do police news.
They do police.
Do they play music?
They wear their uniform.
They play music. They play music.
It be serious thing. The police news.
They should not start showing films.
No fire service to have TV.
Why?
I don't know. But you see, it tells you where we are going.
Fire service have a TV station.
Yes. I said the TV license they are sharing for everybody. So fire service to one song.
Customs have a TV station.
No, they don't have yet. But fire service. So I think they call it fire service TV or fire
listen,
TV.
Immigration. Godfriend. One day if you are going,
fire service TV.
No, Godfriend. One day if you are going to, what do they call where Flair is Joe's Bros.
Yes.
Yeah. When you turn off the road and you are going into, just watch the fire service building. There's fire TV written on it. In fact, I pass there quite regularly when I'm going home. I'll take a picture for you next time.
Look,
fire TV.
Honorable Muntaka.
Fire TV.
I know it's been a difficult fire week for you, but what is this?
Ayoja. But he came to meet all these things.
He should deal with the matter.
I just want to say one thing before you go. The person who said we were in support, how should the police do it? They should tow it and you have to pay a fine to get your car back. It's so simple.
Yeah.
And every day you are leaving it there, your interest is increasing.
Yeah.
That's all. The police should move all the cars.
Look, we've come to a stage where duty bearers don't care about us if we don't act. If we don't get serious, start doing class actions, lawsuits and things, people will just take us for granted and collect their salary and chop, and you will be dying. So the days of inactive citizenship is over. We have to wake up. We have to get serious with a lot of these things. And let's come together. Let's come together. That's the only way to get better from our leaders. Because as for leaders, once they get their salary, they go left you. 9:14, we'll take a short break. Stay with us.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
In the Chest of a Woman, a stage play written by Efo Kojo Maugbe is showing again by popular request. It's sensational. It's hilarious.
Enough! You slept with me. I never slept with you. You had me. I never untied me. You're lying to the theater, Chan.
Hey! Sakura Fonen Trodia.
Join Clemento Suarez, General Intatia, Akofa Ijani, Biola Samoa, Edina Matachi, and more on 28 February, 1st and 2nd March 2025, 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. each day at the National Theatre. Tickets are going for 100 Ghana cedis for students, 200 Ghana cedis for regular, and 300 Ghana cedis for VIP. To purchase tickets, dial *713*33*10#. Supported by AE Cinemax, Enterprise Insurance, UNESCO, Mark Felix Foods, and Verna Water. In the Chest of a Woman returns bigger, bolder, and better. Powered by Africa Arts Network.
Protect yourself from germs and bacteria with confidence. Cleanse hand soap effectively kills 99.9% of germs with every use. Perfect for all your hand washing moments throughout the day. Available in a variety of variants and delightful flavors. Choose Cleanse for yourself, your family, and friends. Make Cleanse your daily essential. The GC brand. It's all about you. This advert is FDA approved.
That's clean soap.
Enhance your business operations with the HP LaserJet Pro MFP 4103DW printer. You can print, copy, and scan up to 40 pages per minute with high-quality mobile scans or customizable shortcuts in the HP Smart app that delivers effortless use from wherever you work so you can focus on growing your business. Take advantage of its professional quality laser and Wi-Fi direct printing, which are both designed to simplify your day. With the HP LaserJet Pro MFP 4103DW printer, experience fast and easy setup and improved overall printing efficiency with a 80,000 page duty cycle, built to keep you and your business secure and moving forward with embedded security that is pre-configured out of the box to detect and stop attacks. The HP LaserJet Pro MFP 410DW printer is available at all Compute Ghana stores. Call 0302-752-020 or visit any nearest Compute Ghana store to you for more information.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
colors of the rainbow, and I can feel the sun on my face. I see the light at the end of the tunnel, and I can feel heaven in this place, and that's the sign of a victory. That's a sign of a victory. I can feel the spirit of the nations, and I can feel my wings riding the wind. Yeah, I see the finish line just up ahead now, and I can feel it rising deep within. That's the sign of a victory. That's the sign of a victory. Now I can see the distance of your journey, and how you fought.
19 minutes past 9, Citi Breakfast Show, and not everything is doom and gloom, because despite all the challenges about roads and stuff, we also have the Heritage Caravan. And it brings a smile on our face because we have one of our best partners for the caravan join us in studio to talk about 2025 road trip, which is happening in a few weeks' time. I have from Hollard Insurance, Cynthia for Region 4, who's the group head of marketing, corporate affairs, and customer experience. It's good to see you.
Hello, Bernard.
I like the colors.
Thank you.
So you guys, is it purple and green, or what was that?
Yes. So it's purple, aqua, orange, and gold. Those are officially our colors.
Purple, aqua. You know, a lot of we guys, we have color blind. So I just know purple. I don't know what aqua is.
Aqua, people call it teal or turquoise.
Oh, so like light green.
Yes.
And a gold. Berima Kuku Osei Kwache is the branch manager. Which branch? Ring Road.
Ring Road, yes.
Good to see you, Berima. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Bernard.
All right. So I was expecting Dora. Where is she?
So she's actually stuck in the traffic you spoke about.
Oh, the traffic I spoke about.
Yes.
Dora, you are listening, eh? Okay. Whatever you do one for me. So Cynthia, welcome to the show. It's been a while. We have missed Hollard. Welcome back on air.
Thank you. It's good to be here. It's good to talk to your listeners about everything Hollard and the Purple Life.
How long have you guys been on the caravan?
About 6 years.
Yeah, 6 years.
6 years?
Yes.
Hey, it's passed already?
Mm-hmm.
Because today is 2019.
Yes.
I was on a caravan that year.
2020 actually.
2020.
Yes. Or was it 2019? No, even
2019.
2019, yes.
I was on that caravan,
yes.
2019.
Yes.
Wow. And you're excited to be back?
Oh,
or
absolutely.
to still be on?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I still remember when we came with our, full, set of people, our MDs, to, sign the first contract. Yeah. And it's been such a remarkable partnership working with Citi over the last couple of years. Citi has proven to be a remarkable partner in terms of the execution of the partnership. When it comes to, the quality of the caravan, yourself, we are here because you have delivered every single time, and for us it's been a remarkable opportunity as well to engage with the public and our customers and stakeholders.
Before we get into what's on offer this year, for listeners who don't know who Hollard is and what you do, Hollard Insurance and also Hollard Life, so just give us a quick overview. I'll come to you, Nana, but just let me stay with
sure.
Cynthia.
So Hollard is Ghana's favorite insurer,
as
we like to say. We have a group of companies that include, Hollard Life, which is our life insurance business, and then Hollard Insurance, which is our non-life general insurance business. So if you want everything from motor insurance to, fire, anything home, even for business insurance, we've got you covered. For life as well, we've got you covered not just for the individual, but also for business. So we have, employee welfare type of policies and whatnot. So we like to say that, on the market, we are the company that gives you the best options in terms of customization, because, we are international, but we are also local. As you know, we were originally Metropolitan Insurance until we were bought by Hollard. And, so we have that benefit of having a very Ghanaian perspective and Ghanaian experience, which is supported by that international expertise. So no matter what, we can ensure you, we've got you covered.
Very quick. Insurance is supposed to be boring. But somehow Holland makes it sound so exciting. Is it that exciting as it sounds?
I mean, it is. So one of our purpose is, to enable a better future for the public. And one way to do that is to put your beddings on us. Take a chill pill, sleep at home, and then you are covered.
Okay.
And that's one of the things that Hollard brings, and a lot of excitement. And we make insurance, very exciting for people. I mean, our flagship programs, we have a motor promo which is running. You can speak to your broker, you can come to the office directly, you can speak to your intermediary, and then once you join us, don't wait to join the bandwagon because you miss out a lot.
I understand there are some freebies available. Is it for the caravan nights or just for general audiences?
We have that for the caravan nights, and that's and we do a good job at showing up. And then we have that for the our customers.
Okay.
There's a renewal. Like I said, there's a motor promo going on. We also have that for our customers who are already with us. Once you renew your policy, we give you a souvenir. And not only that, one thing that we added to our motor insurance is a free first call. So when your vehicle is in some sort of trouble, you get a free call and a free assistance by one of our partners. You don't need to pay for the service. It's already part of your insurance.
Okay. So the motor promo is running.
Yes.
And then the free, you call it free first call.
So it's roadside assistance, essentially. So abroad you can sign up, you pay per month, and then no matter where you break down,
somebody come and assist you.
Somebody comes to help you. So we have taken that burden off our customers. So when you sign up for any, including third party, by the way, any insurance, motor insurance policy, you get access to free roadside assistance as part of the policy. And of course, like he mentioned, we are doing the freebie things, free fuel vouchers and gifts and what. And we do really great gifts. So
is it too late to join the promo?
It's not.
No, it's not.
How long is it running for?
It's running till June.
Yes.
Till June.
Yes.
Till June. Okay. Do I need to come to an office or I can go online and start?
You can come. You could onboard directly if you have Araba or the starter pack.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you are in any of our Melcom, partner shops, once you pick up a starter pack from there, you can onboard and then you'll get your souvenir.
Okay.
You can walk into any of our offices, and like I said, you speak to your broker or your intermediary.
Let's talk about Heritage Caravan. What about the Heritage Caravan initially attracted your interest? And how does it align with the kind of brand you are?
Thank you for that question, because it takes my mind back to when we first talked about, Heritage Caravan. We admired the fact that you took a number of people around the country, regardless of the risks involved, and you were able to give them an opportunity to explore beyond their boundaries. And, that effort at pushing local tourism had not been done, especially at that point. And as a brand, he spoke about how we are very full of life. We are a very positive thinking brand. We don't talk about the negatives, because we believe that insurance is about enabling social good. It's about getting people to live their best lives, knowing that they are covered in spite of the risks. And so for us, the Heritage Caravan was the perfect opportunity. You have people in a bus, traveling around the country, visiting different tourist sites, feeling free, regardless of whatever. And that aligns so well with our purpose as a business. And, we are a very socially minded insurance company. So it's not about the negatives at all. So for us, when we jumped on board, it was about how do we, support that initiative, and how do we engage with people who are, full of life and, willing to explore and do the most. So
one of the things I found fascinating, Berma, was that on the buses, the Hollardites were very, very animated, very, very excited about their product and always engaging. Then when you go to any town, in fact, when you go to Nkrofo, the Hollard people I don't know where they found the people from. They set up a whole stand giving us sobolo and things to drink. I don't know how they were able to do that. Like, we got to the town and we met people in Hollard waiting for us. And I didn't know how you guys... So it's almost like the whole company is waiting for the caravan to arrive. I mean, that was just amazing.
I mean, it's one of the things we talk about, that we want our presence out there. And what best way to show it on the caravan by, letting people, meet you guys, give you gifts. I mean, Hollard comes with a lot of gifts, and everywhere there's a presence, or there's a Hollard presence.
Yeah.
We want to make sure that you are fully, welcome. I mean, once we are a partner, we want to make sure that experience along the journey is really, exciting. And I actually do love it when it's Purple Day and everybody turns up purple.
Everybody.
It just lights my eyes.
Caravan, generally, some sponsors will give you paraphernalia, and I think Hollard does a good job with that. So you get some nice things to wear as well. So this year, what should we expect? Caravan is 2nd to 9th.
Yeah.
So that's a couple of weeks' time. What should patrons expect from Hollard this year?
Well, thank you for stating our reputation already. When we come on the caravan, we come really hard.
Yeah.
Part of our goal is to engage. We are not there to sell and shout and say, come and buy insurance from us for us. No, we are there to, sell the experience, and sell our social purpose of enabling people to, live their best lives, regardless of the risks. So this year, once again, we like to keep quiet on our surprises. As Berima mentioned, we are across the country. That's what people may not know. So we have presence across the country, which is why at every stop you will find Hollardites, because yes, we sell insurance in Sunyani, we sell insurance in Tamale, we sell insurance everywhere across the country. Apart from our branches, we actually have what we call our Hollard to You franchises, meaning that we almost have about 100 across the country. So no matter where you go, we've got you covered. And for us, it's exciting to be part of, to intersect the journey, with something Hollardy, something cool. So we want to hold, keep quiet, hold it to our chest, not tell the caravanites yet what to expect. But, if they have heard of us on the caravan, they know that we come correct.
Wonderful stuff. Let me take any final thoughts from Berima. You are at the Ring Road branch, right?
Yes.
So if somebody comes there, they will find you.
Yes, you find me there. We have a wonderful, team waiting to serve you. And one of the things I also want to say is we've launched our Sumdre and our Mebambo policy. Mebambo is now on MTN.
Wow.
And so it's
that's mobile money insurance.
Yes. Micro insurance. And you can start 269 hash, yes, Cynthia, and you can get that.
So there's the Moto promo.
Yes.
Then there's the call promo. I think call it Help Me something on the
First call. Roadside assistance.
And now there's Mbambo and Asumdwe. But that's for life.
Yes, for life. Yes.
And that's mobile life insurance.
So Mbambo is the mobile money insurance for life.
And then the Asumdwe is the
it's a combo product for small businesses, basically. So that offers both non-life and life.
So beyond your website, hollard.com.gh, give me a number or something somebody can reach you on.
You can reach us on 0244 712 650. That's my personal number.
Okay.
And then we have a toll-free number, which is 0800 444 999.
Okay.
So the toll-free number is actually the easiest way. So.
Well, he's giving his number because he wants business.
I know, right?
I mean, he brought him here. So why should
last year he was on the caravan. He came back.
Are you coming on this year?
Unfortunately,
they've changed you. So who's coming on? Is it a ballot? How do you choose the people? Are you always on yourself?
No. I think I've attended once or maybe twice.
So who's on this year? I hope
Aviel is always on. Aviel. Yes.
So what's Aviel's role?
She's our corporate comms specialist. So she's very fantastic at coordinating. Yes.
He will sort you out.
Sharpest.
He will give you.
Yes. But usually we have our
your team,
sales managers, branch managers.
Is Nash still with you?
Yes. I'm sure he's listening to you right now.
What about MD?
Yes. Daniel for general insurance. Ado. Yes, he's fine. And then our group CEO, Patience, as well.
Regards to all.
Of course, all our Hollardites listening
Wonderful.
to us.
Thank you. Thank you, Cynthia Oforijum, for Group Head, Marketing, Corporate Affairs, and Customer Experience, who will make the caravan experience incredible for all patrons. Berima Kweku Osei Kwachi, Branch Manager for Ring Road, and Dora Kumaple, who's caught in traffic. Dora.
Sorry, Dora.
Don't worry, it is well. It is well.
The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
On and on we go. 9:33. Roberts and Sons Optical Service now have a new branch open at Roman Ridge. At Roman Ridge, inside the new Allied filling station, opposite the Ebony Washing Bay. We invite our cherished customers to visit us and enjoy amazing discounts at our new Roman Ridge branch. Visit us at our new Ultramodern Ridge branch for comprehensive eye care and unbeatable products and services for children and adults. 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. is the time of opening. 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday. So weekdays 8 to 5, weekends 9 to 1. You may reach Roberts and Sons on 0507 656876 or 0501 519 111. Roberts and Sons Optical Services now open at Roman Ridge. Get Diamond Cement, the highest quality cement brand on the Ghanaian market. For the past 25 years, it's been amazing with our highly rated cement brand, rated green by the EPA. Contact us on 0244313668. We have 3 major locations at Plao, Takrady, and Buipe. We have the affordable 32.5 hour grade cement, meaning there's a great deal for every pocket. Diamond Cement still as hard as a diamond. Alright, so the Ghana FinTech Awards is coming up, and I have in studio Martin Kwame Awaga, who's the president of the association. It's the FinTech and Payments Association, so it's a big association, and he's also a board member of the Africa FinTech Network. Now, Kofi Owusu is the head of marketing at Fido, and they will send, I think Fido is a loan service?
It's actually a microcredit.
Microcredit. Yeah, I see they are building on near the police head office.
Yeah, right opposite.
So it's a microcredit.
Yes.
So you are one of the members of the association.
Definitely.
Guys, welcome. Before we talk about the awards, how fast is fintech and payments as a sector growing? How important it is, Martin?
Well, you'll bear with me that last year we reported about over 3 trillion in value when it comes to cities, yes. When it comes to fintech transactions or Momo transactions in Ghana.
Wow.
Now, when we talk about fintech, most people think it's just payment or Momo.
Yeah.
But it transcends beyond just those dynamics. So we're talking about digital lending, digital microcredit. We're talking about cryptocurrency, digital currencies. So the sector is actually growing very fast, and we are seeing new technologies and innovations that are coming up day in, day out that needs to be recognized, that needs to be showcased, and that is why this industry needs some form of attention, more detailed attention. I mean, we are talking about 24 hours economy, we're talking about digitalization, digital economy, and what have you. All these are premised on the rails of financial technology.
Amazing. And you guys, how long is the industry in Ghana? Do we know? Fintech, mobile money?
I always say that fintech has always been with the banks.
Okay.
Immediately the bank started, or when we started printing currency, fintechs, because that's just financial technology.
Yeah.
Leveraging on technology to deliver financial services.
All right.
That is basically what we're talking about.
Okay.
So just that they became more, the name fintech became more prominent. I mean, so look at fintech like the name for software.
Got it.
Financial software. That's what fintech basically is.
Technology for finance.
For finance.
That makes things work
easier.
But now the companies are there as a business to customer and also business to business.
Exactly.
So now it's forming better. Tell me about the Ghana FinTech Awards. What is it and when is it?
Well, the Ghana FinTech Awards is in its 4th year. It's actually a platform where we, the current biggest platform for the financial sector in terms of financial technology, where we showcase some of the new and upcoming innovations happening in the industry. We're talking about, like I said, digital lending and what open banking, digital currency. So we showcase this on this platform and we discuss some of the pertinent issues. So it's not just an awards program, but it's an an educative platform where we talk about some of the nascent issues happening in this industry. I mean, last year you were here. I mean, you were there with us when we delved into an issue of balancing innovation and creativity, because we realized that when it comes to the compliance side, the regulatory aspect, the wait and see attitude of the central bank is a bit hampering on how fast these innovations are coming in. But this year we are talking about something different. The globally, cybersecurity issues, frauds and scams and data privacy concerns have become very prominent and very topical.
Will that be the theme for this year?
Yes, so the theme is building trust. Now the business of finance is basically trust. If you don't have trust in your financial sector, the whole industry would collapse.
Okay. Kofi, what role is Fido playing here?
All right, so I'm very excited to be here today. And then we actually have a report that we are about to release. And the report is talking about the big impact that small businesses, especially those in the informal sector, are actually having on the economy of Ghana. They're actually having about 70% of the, should I say, like growing our GDP. They actually have about 70% of that.
Yeah.
And in terms of also the report's findings that we've actually, gotten, the main challenges is trying to gap the bottlenecks, the bottlenecks that they have in getting loans and credit so that they can be able to use that to grow their business. That's the main reason why we're actually having this report. And we've actually partnered with our boss here. He's actually a very big one. And we've worked with him in the last, let's say, 3 to 4 years. And his platform is a very great opportunity for us to be able to.
So you launch the report
right there
at the Ghana
at
FinTech
the Ghana
Awards.
FinTech Awards.
Amazing stuff.
Yeah.
So you are like a partner for the awards too.
Yes, exactly.
I see. So Kwame, what kind of categories are we using? What categories are we looking at for the awards?
We are looking at about 26 categories. You'll bear with me that the ultimate category for the day is the FinTech Company of the Year. We have FinTech Innovation of the Year, FinTech Platform, UI, UX. I mean, when you go on your phone and you're using some of these platforms, you want the user experience to be seamless. So we have a category for that. And then we have categories for personalities, male personality, female personality, just so that we can also push some of the females in the industry ahead. Now, or invite them into the industry. We also have a young fintech category. And so there are a lot of categories that seeks to address the issue of showcasing innovation, talent, and the new technologies that are coming in. AI, machine learning, and what have you. So this is what we are looking at, and I think for me, it's an exciting period.
I see.
Yeah.
I'm told there's voting as part of the process, and there's customer participation. Just talk a bit about that.
I mean, when you look at the innovations that fintechs have brought to the financial sector, one of the things we need to understand that most of the products and services that are being delivered are for you and I. Okay, so one of the things we want to do is to not miss out on the customers who are using these platforms for their day-to-day financial transactions. So to involve them or to engage them in the process, we go through a voting process. Okay, so the voting process gets them to also appreciate what some of these companies are doing and how they are bringing convenience, faster transactions, and safer and trustworthy platforms to their doorsteps. Yeah.
All right. So where is the event happening? What time is it? And how can other partners get involved?
The event is happening at Labadi Beach Hotel at the Sub Pavilion on the Saturday, 1st of March, 2025, at exactly 5:30 p.m. The red carpet starts, and then the main event starts in the auditorium at 6 p.m. on the dot. No two ways about that.
How large is the industry? How many companies are we looking at?
Currently, we have almost 60 licensed fintechs by the Bank of Ghana.
Solid.
But in terms of the unlicensed categories and those doing other things in other segments of the fintech industry holistically, we are looking at over 100 fintech companies operating in Ghana presently.
Kofi, tell me about how people can find out more about Fido.
All right. To find out more about Fido, we are actually on social media, of course. On Instagram, we are Fido Official. On Facebook as well, we are the same as Fido.
Okay.
And also, if you want to actually, bridge this gap of all these issues that we are having when you want a small credit, when you go to the banks, you just have to go to the Play Store and just type or search Fido, and you can be able to download the app.
Amazing stuff. So we're talking to Kofi, who's head of marketing for Fido, and Martin Kwame. Well, the name's actually Avaga, but he says it's Awaga. So I have to just keep it like that. Oh, it's Awaga, president of the Ghana Fintech and Payments Association. As also a board member of the Africa Fintech Network. They have a big event, first March, Labadi Beach Hotel, and calling all partners in the field, over 60, to get involved. Fintech accounted for 1 trillion cedis of transactions in the previous year. It's a massively growing industry. Employs close to, I don't know, X percentage of Ghanaians. A big industry. So, gentlemen, thank you for being on the show. And we'll see you on the 1st of March when the 5th Ghana FinTech Awards.
The 4th.
The 4th.
I hope you'll be there this time around.
Well, I only go to places I'm invited. So if you don't invite, I don't have such careless time. So if you invite me, I'll come. Am I invited?
We'll talk
okay.
about that behind the scene. Thank you.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Are you ready for the road trip of a lifetime? All is set to explore 14 amazing regions of Ghana on the Heritage Caravan 2025. Dive deep into the rich Ghanaian culture through the food, the music, the history, and the captivating traditions. From the 2nd to the 9th of March 2025, you will experience the road trip of a lifetime. Build connections, network, and share unforgettable memories with fellow adventurers.
An opportunity to see Ghana in a more beautiful, and the people, the connection, incredible.
The Heritage Caravan will smoothly drive through the Greater Accra region, Eastern, Volta, Oti, Northeast, Upper East, Northern, Savannah, Bono East, Ahafo, Ashanti, Western North, Western, and Central regions.
The places we visited, the road trip itself was awesome.
Everything was good, yes. Even the Bui Dam was very educational.
Throughout the 8 days on the road, groove to authentic live band music on the wheels with the melodic In Chin Chin Band. The Heritage Caravan 2025 will be fun, educative, refreshing, and most of all, remarkable. Stay updated. Follow all Channel 1 TV and 97.3 Citi FM social media handles for updates and join the conversation with the hashtag Heritage Caravan 2025. The Heritage Caravan 2025 is powered by Channel 1 TV in partnership with the Ghana Tourism Authority with support from 97.3 Citi FM and proudly sponsored by the National Lottery Authority, Hollard Insurance, Omni Basic Bank, Goyle PLC, GB Foods, Standard Water, Apollonia City, and Beaver Beverages. Terms and conditions apply.
Ghana Post. Ghana Post.
The most affordable delivery option for food and merchandise from Ghana to everywhere in the world. Connect with us today and see for yourself. Ghana Post. Smart, secure deliveries.
Mensa coming package, no. In less than 5 days, Ghana Post, they make life they big. Ghana Post will deliver to you wherever you are in the world.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Well, it's just 13 minutes to 10, and we have a friend from Fanspim School here in the studio, and they are doing something very, very interesting. They are launching or unveiling, I think that's the right expression, their official, wait for it, it's not 100, it's not 120, it's not 130, it's not 140, 150th anniversary celebration logo. Wow. 150 years. That's incredible. I have in studio Achu Agbemebiase, who's the member of the Fantasipim 150th Anniversary Planning Committee, APC. Welcome.
Thank you.
Achu. And Atu Bonfo, chairman of the Mobile Anniversary Subcommittee for Programs, Events and Publicity. Charlie, 150 years of secondary education in Ghana.
Not a joke.
Now, let's settle this matter. Are you the oldest school in Ghana? Let's just settle it here before we move on to the next question.
Our sisters like to claim that, but what we say to them is we are the oldest secondary school.
And they are the oldest?
They are the oldest school in terms of knitting, nursery, all that.
Stop that.
A secondary school proper.
No, it's only a vocational school.
Yes.
That became a secondary school.
Yes, yes. We give them that.
So you started in what year?
1870.
Started in 1876.
Yeah.
I see. So they were in a secondary school by then. They were just a vocational school.
Yeah.
But you were in the same general area, Cape
Yes.
Coast. So that's Wesley Girls.
Wesley Girls, yeah.
Charlie, but what does it mean to be part of a school that's 150 years old? That's like too old, man.
It's very interesting for us because much as the age is huge,
yeah,
the population too is big. So that's the interesting bit.
yeah,
And our forebears ensured that we had a solid alumni. So the Emphatum fraternity, mainly if you look at it, it's the after school.
That's
very popular. So
yeah.
that's why a lot of parents were sending their kids into Fatima. Apart from education, you get a network of
the mobile is strong.
Yeah, and to add to that,
Yeah.
you know, mobile will be 80 years, 2 years from now. So mobile as an institution is even older than most of the schools in Ghana. So
Can you imagine? But, so it took you 70 years to actually have a mobile.
Yes.
Actually, the mobile had existed in various forms, but not in the corporate sense as we know it now. So it was existing
as a loose
association of all students. But 80 years ago, I mean 78 years ago, because 2 years time will be 80 years. So 78 years ago, it was formed into an association, having perpetual succession, as we always say.
I see. Now we're talking about your 150th anniversary launch. And you guys, I didn't talk about the logo. I thought that's quite interesting. You know, I was told to do an interview. I said, what's the interview about? Yeah, here to launch a logo. Like, really? Are you guys that? Is it that you? So okay. So first, let's go 150th anniversary. What are the key things planned before we come to the logo?
Okay, so for the 150th anniversary, it's a year-long celebration. Now, it mainly will kickstart after November this year.
Oh,
this year, that's the main time it is taken off, because that is when we enter the 150th year. Now we are currently in the 149th year. But because it's a landmark occasion, 150 years, not just of advancement, but secondary education in Ghana generally. We are bringing all stakeholders on board: the Ministry of Education, GES. They all have reps on our anniversary planning committee, and so it has a national character. Everything in Fanspom is national.
Really?
So yes, so it has a national character.
Now you're taking your liberties.
and so because of that, the planning must be more elaborate than any other year's celebration. And so we have started early. So there's 149th celebration going on, but there's 150th which has also begun.
Overlapping.
Yes. Overlapping, so to speak. Yeah.
So when are you launching this logo?
We're launching it tomorrow.
And this is the first of the 150th anniversary thing.
Yes, it's.
Why do you have to do a new logo for 150th?
Because you see, 150 years is a landmark celebration of education in Ghana, secondary education, and we feel that we must carry the whole country along with us. So we will launch the logo tomorrow, and then we enter a competition to get an anniversary cloth. That's why we are trying to launch it early, because
so that they will
we're
use
looking at timelines.
The concept in the anniversary cloth. Okay, before we go further, you went to Infantimin when? At your first?
1980.
You went to Infantimin in 1980?
September 1980. There was a demonstration before we went. So I think first term started somewhere in October.
My God. You went secondary school in 1980.
Yes.
Wow. And then Achu.
I went in January 2000. Who are the small boys?
That's more like it.
SSS boys.
So you went to January. So you spent only 3 years in the school.
Yes. Actually, our time was 2.5. That's when they brought in that 2.5 thing.
Oh,
so instead of us writing the exams in December, we wrote it in August.
Yeah, my sister's mate. He went to Gehe 2000 to 2002. They are 2.5 years of education.
What's his head?
We'll mention it off air. so Atu, you did proper O level.
Yes.
5 years.
Yes.
One of the challenges I have with people is SSS is only 3 years, so they don't really get to feel the school.
Exactly.
And also the numbers are too large. So I'm sure if I pressed you, you could actually mention everybody who was in infantil school in 1980.
Yeah.
But he cannot for 2000 because there are just too many.
Yeah.
So it's even though it's the same, it's a different experience.
Exactly, and it's something that as alumni, what we also the challenges we're facing now is that generation.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them, like Achu and others, 2.5 years, by the time they get to settle in the school, they are exiting.
But I just
so you're a micro alumni.
No, but I just want to state our time. I know every member of my class. We're just 500. The
500 is just.
Oh yes. The whole school was 1,500 at the time.
So your year group was 500.
Yeah, our year group was 500.
You were.
My year group was about 160. At the time, the school was 800 in total.
And this is 1 to upper.
Yes.
So 150.
It's changed totally.
Can you imagine just 3 years and then more students? You had 8 years. So my argument is that, of course, it's the for every school. Infantil would mean more to you than to him.
Sure.
Yes. And it's a challenge that we really need to work on, because our fear is that when we phase out, MOBA could become weaker if we don't take care.
Yes.
Because you speak to his generation and those even more so those after him.
Yeah.
They are 1,400. You see, so
and then they spend 2-3 years in the school.
They spend 2-3 years, and they don't even get to know. For instance, a science student may not even know the other science class students.
So bad.
There's so many of them
because the brotherliness
is not there.
It's not there.
So one thing we are doing, we are trying to institute, is to onboard them into MOBA before they finish school.
Very important.
In school, and then make sure that at the alumni level they participate.
Maybe you should do more lectures too, more regular.
Sure, we have 10.
What's the name of your official lecture?
The engagement.
Engagement. We have an engagement.
No, what I mean is, like Motown, they call it Gadgisburg, Fraser, something.
Okay. So we are now instituting TEDx. We always go to the school to talk to the students. But we are now.
You don't have
TEDx.
like. Oh, but this is disappointing. A school of your caliber.
For
example, Presec, we have the Clufield Dacha lectures. In Fanswim, friends, Prempe have the Pearson or Sign lectures. Achimota School has the Fraser Agri Gadgisburg lectures. You people should have Sabah. And something.
Have the lectures, but we never give it a name.
You should have a Founders Day lecture.
Yes, it's a Founders Day lecture. So
or your founders, but do you know you are SS boy? Do you know the name of your founders?
Oh yes.
Who are they?
Oh, I mean, I actually even live in the house of the person who gave his land. It was Jacob Wosense.
So you and your houses have 2 names each.
Yes.
They give. So what house were you in?
Battles Smith.
So the Battles and Snit.
Yeah.
FL Battles and Snit. And you in which house?
Balma Aqua.
Balma and Aqua.
Yes.
Okay, and there's also Picot something.
Saba Pico.
So this is our Mensa Saba.
Yes.
Our Saba.
Yes.
Picard Parker.
And who is Picard?
It's all these British and Scottish pastors that came down to them.
Some were even Irish, I'm told.
Yes.
I see. How many houses do you
from
have?
United Kingdom.
How many houses?
And our time it was 6. They've added 2.
So it's now 8.
SHS, so it's now 8.
And what names have they given to those houses?
Oh, after that, Bradford. Something Bradford.
So newer headmasters.
Newer
so it's not the.
Yeah.
It's not the faithful. Is it the faithful 8 or faithful?
And then
the faithful 8
they
were
have, I think,
students.
Okay, money and something.
Yes, I brought money and then.
But why won't you use the faithful 8
so
as
the faithful
part
8
of their
were
names?
students.
They were students.
It's a monument dedicated to them. They were students who were faithful at the time when the school didn't have teachers.
Yeah.
And it was about going under. And they stayed and did well. So more or less they held the fort. So we have a monument to them. As part of the 150th celebration, we are even planning to have something else for them. But the authorities just felt that they should name their houses after.
I think that makes a lot of sense. So tomorrow you're unveiling the logo. And what's the next big thing? Because you're saying the thing actually starts in November.
Yes.
Yeah.
The competition then starts.
At the next speech day, which is in November, then once we start the 149th, then it means we're going to enter
Okay. So because it's 2026.
Yes. The launch itself will be in January
2026. So this is just to serve notice.
Yes.
That the
and
logo.
And then to also start the competitions like the clock,
the song,
and
the
and
clock.
Can non-Kwabuche people enter the competition?
Oh yes.
It's open. We have
it's a national.
Character.
Yes.
We have a national character to our things.
By the way, the oldest school in Ghana is. Okay, actually no. So this is what I don't even know whether this is true. Was your school the same as Philip Kweku's boys' school?
No.
That's a different school.
Yes. Philip Kweku was
Anglican priest. Government boys' school.
An elementary school.
Yeah, it was not secondary school. So
Are you
it's
sure?
still there. Yes.
Yeah, it's there.
People are trying to pull up history.
No, it's,
so
it's still there.
Philip Kweku's school was not a secondary school.
No, it was not. It's a primary.
What about the training colleges in the Koropon and things? They were in the 1800s, so or they are not secondary schools.
You see, the main thing is
secondary education.
And if you recall, after the making of Fanspim, it's after those times that the British started all these teacher training because now they had to service.
Okay. But why do you call it infancipim? Isn't it infancipim? Infancipim. Why are you anglicizing the name of the school? Infancipim.
Infancipim is
yes.
the name.
So why do you call it infancipim?
Infancipim because most of
you don't have a kiss.
most of our
you
guys.
don't have a kiss.
I don't. I'm a fancy.
Why? It's infancipim.
Yes, I agree with you.
What does it mean, by the way?
Okay, so infancipim, there's always been schools, 2 schools of thought.
Thank you.
But the generally accepted one
is
scholars, a gathering of scholars for change.
Oh,
so that was the essence, to fight. So it was born out of a political movement to emancipate the Fanti land and then spread it all to Africa.
So to educate
and then
because a lot of our founders in the Aborigines things were all Infancipim boys who had been trained. Wow. So it's Infancipim.
Yeah.
Infancipim. What does Kwabuche mean?
Kwabuche is the name of the hill.
So that's the name
of the hill where the school is.
So when they say you went to Kwabuche, it's just another
hill. We went to the hill.
So why do you call yourself the school?
Because we are the school.
Your money is even finished. You are even a Form 1 boy. You said when I was in if I was in your school, you'd be kneeling down by now. Because the 2000 that you went, I was.
We are the school. We proved it last year with our win.
Oh please! Please!
We are the school.
In fact, as you would want to hear us say, Infancipim actually was set up to create leadership for the country and Africa. So if you recall, somewhere from about late 50s all through to about late 80s, most of the senior diplomats in the country
were
all
plenty.
Yeah. So that's what happened, and that was the dream of Reverend Lockhart, who was a young headmaster of the school, and the dream was that.
You remember his prophecy?
A few years after the establishment of the school, the country would recognize.
No, I think the school has lived up to its name. There's no doubt about that. That one is clear for all to see. We only hope the new people will understand the history so they can also do the work. Because some people come, they don't understand where the school has come from. They just wear the uniform and misbehave. So that one is for the new generation. Thank you, Atu Bom, for my old friend. Kwabuche 85. Charlie, you grew too much. Atu. And Atu.
Yes, the interesting bit is that you see, most of
our time is up.
Our celebrations.
The interview has over. Atu, thank you. We'll come back. You can come back next week. As for you can come anytime. Atu, Agbe Mabiase.
Thank you.
Member of club. If you went to Man site.
Yes, please.
So you are at disco. You are not gay. By the way.
But we like them too.
If you want to get a nice property in Accra, call a Royal Kingdom 055-755-5909. Send an email to info@Royal Kingdom Estate. There are some really great properties in and around airport, East Airport, Chado area. Royal Kingdom Estate, building communities, nurturing dreams. Well, that's all we have time for. We'll take it outside. Yeah, so I've been talking to friends from Infancipim School, and they call themselves the school. Hawa Idrisu is a product of Infantiman, So they are infantile baby, you are infantile man.
Infantile man.
Why do you call your school man site?
Man site. I don't know, but I want to meet it.
Man site. Anyway, what's in the news?
Coming up, Council of State elections rerun underway in the Ashanti and Northeast regions, and 4 more persons dead following